Alrighty, how does it going today, everybody? Decided to hang out for a couple before we went ahead and got started. Hopefully we've fixed our issues. I'm not holding my breath, but hopefully we've fixed our issues. Here come the hiccups. We're gonna do this today. Alright, what was we doing? Well, let's find out. To do, go to bed. Uncurse the key. Don T wants to talk to you. Wants you to talk to Greasy Steve at Fish and Chips. Rufus wants you to find 11 radios. We gotta go, find the the largemouth Bass and Sons people. And we need to find that house in the Big Moist. And then we'll uncurse the key. And then we'll go to bed. We ain't going to bed first. We're going over here. I guess we'll go to Largemouth Bass and Sons, see what's going on. Chapter. You take a wrong turn, and instead of ending up where you wanted to be, you end up at the Monster Shack. You know it's the Monster Shack because of the big sign on it that says Monster Shack. Let's check it out. Why not? Monster Shack. No skeptic. Ooh, hobo code. There's some hobo code carved into this slab of rock. Translate. The code reads, "These kids are alright." It's pretty heartwarming. It is. Inside you find not the decayed and crumbling tumble-down shack strewn with ancient wreckage that you were perhaps expecting, but an actually maintained and fairly clean tumble-down shack strewn with 12 to 14-year-old kids. What the? Hey, what are all you kids doing out here in the middle of the swamp? Why shouldn't we be? Because it's dangerous here. Yeah, but this is where all the monsters are. That's why it's dangerous. Do you believe in monsters, mister? Of course I do. The monsters aren't real. I believe the real monster is no, there's monsters out here. Yes, of course I do. It would be a real feat of cognitive dissonance otherwise. You mean you've seen them? Ooh, for really real? Well, yeah. Which one? Which one? Vampires? Oh, those don't count. Those guys are just weird jerks. We're looking for real monsters. I don't understand what real means in this context. Since you believe in monsters, you can join our monster squad. Otherwise, we can't tell you anything, because it's secret. Sure, I'll join. Great, it'll be nice to have someone who can reach the top shelf of these... on these old bookcases we scavenged. Is that it? I'm a member now? Yeah, we used to have a big ceremony where you had to repeat a vow and stuff, but it took too long and we're all busy with our research. Come in and have a look around. Thanks. Alright, well I guess, kids studying far more intently than you ever did at this age. Accurate. What are you reading? It's about Neanderthals and other early hominids. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything useful in here. What are you looking for? The honey... The what? Me too, game. Me too. The what now? You've never heard of it? It's a very famous monster. It's a hairy primate or primate-like creature that's smaller than a human, but with human-sized hands. the legends called big hands? Jesus Christ. But I'm pretty sure the big hands legends are the reports of honey ape sightings. And the reports of honey ape sightings are referring to the same cryptid. That's interesting. I know it lives around here somewhere. I just haven't been able to find it yet. I'll help you look for it. That would be excellent, thank you. Here, I found some of its prints once and made a tracing. That might help you track it down. Try and find one of its fingernails as proof. How will a fingernail be proof? Because it won't be as big as a human fingernail, obviously. Oh, so I can just take one of mine off? Whoa, hold up. Never mind. Let's not. This kid is, well, he's eating something. Oh, hi there. Hi. I don't mean to be rude, but what's your deal, kid? I'm a moss man. You are, huh? Okay, well, not really, but I want to be a moss man when I grow up. That's why I'm eating all this fertilizer. It's actually cornflakes. I'm just pretending. Okay. I'm not that crazy. People say I'm crazy for believing in the Moss Man, though. But I know he's real. I've seen him. What's a Moss Man? A man made of moss? Yep. He's all green and fuzzy. It's so neat. Oh, hey, you should go see him for yourself. Then if you bring back proof he exists, people won't think I'm weird anymore. Well, they might. Sure, I'll go have a look. Great. Here, I'll mark the place on your map. It's called Moss Rock Grotto. Ooh, nice. If you see him, try to bring back some moss as proof, okay? Okay. Getting a bunch of weird side quests from these kids. Oh, one sec. Let me, Oop. Alright, I'm back, sorry. This kid's preoccupied with repeatedly smelling 2 large test tubes. Why are we smelling test tubes, my guy? What have you got there? Perfume samples? Kinda. This one's a combination of hydrogen sulfide and methane. Common swamp gas, basically. Ugh, what's the other one? Coffee to clear the swamp gas smell out of my nose. No, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair. Huh, okay. So why? I'm researching a creature known as the Smellowisp. I've only run into it once, but I have a good memory for smells, so I figure if I can match its smell, that particular chemical mix will tell me more about it. A smell of the what? What? So, I look at the bottom and then scan my eyes upwards whenever we, like, rotate through conversations in this game. So I look down and all I see is the game yelling at me not to make fart jokes. So here we are. Wisp. It's a cloud of intelligent swamp gas. Some people say it's the ghost of a dead chili cook-off judge, but I think there's probably a more scientific explanation. You're telling me you're looking for an intelligent... The girl gestures sternly at a sign over at her workbench. No fart jokes. Oh, come on! It's a Smell-o-the-Wisp! No. Well, I don't know what to say then. If you're willing to help instead of making puerile goofs, I could really use a sample to analyze. I'll go find the Smell-o-the-Wisp. Great, thank you. Take this. It should help you track the thing. A nose trumpet? A big cone designed to make it so people who have lost their sense of smell can still tell what they've stepped in. I just smell through this? Yep, follow your nose. Alrighty. Big leather-bound tome. What's this book? List of vampire nests? It's like 400 pages long. Lots of vampires in this swamp. If you want to help, you can always go clear some of them out. Fuck it, why not? Oi! Frick. Yeah, get him. Alright, what we got? Vampire Flesh Thief. We're looking for big mysticality for big damage. There's one. I have 6 AP at the start of fights now. Let's go, chat. Let's fucking go. What about the hand? How much mysticality the hand got? Can I kill the hand here? No. Your hand, except horrible. Okay. Spider will take 2 damage. Gator will take 8 damage. We can kill the gator. And then we can melee the Bloodlegger or the Colonel. Colonel's useless right now. But... Alright, yeah. She's useless as well, honestly, but whatever. And Spooter knocked out the hand, so there's that. And Barker can knock out the spider. Colonel won't get a turn. Oi! And now Colonel's dead. We've done it! Another nest of bloodsuckers cleaned out. You gain 26 XP, 174 meat, and condensed swamp gas. Gassed? Gassed. Let's go. Can't talk. Imagine if Reader's Digest branched out into the sewer treatment industry. Excellent. This kid has a ball cap with a sinister looking triangle on it. No, that's fair. And is messing around with an elaborate homemade radio. Talk to him. Hi there. Hi. Say, you're a grown-up. Can you help me with something? I'm not buying you any cigarettes. No, there's this swamp lady named Barbara Yargara. Huh. I wonder what that's a fucking reference to. It's a gosh darn mystery, chat. It's a gosh darn mystery. But I know she's real because I've seen her hut right here in the swamp. But I don't know if she's the sort of swamp lady who eats kids or not. But alright, I'm alive, I promise. Swamp lady? Well, I don't want to call her a swamp witch or a swamp hag or stuff like that. It would be mean to judge her that way without having met her. Sheesh, kids these days. Alright, I'll check her out for you. Gosh darn it. Spilled my damn tea on my hand. Be right back, chat. Because I'm a friggin' moron. Alright, I'm back. And slightly less sick. Only slightly. Alright, where were we? Alright, I'll check her out for you. Great, thanks. Here, I'll mark her hut on your sponge map. Anyway, bring back a feather to prove you met her. She has feathers? I mean, from one of her pet birds. The stories say she has a ton of them. How do you know it isn't some ordinary feather I found somewhere? Well, you seem like a trustworthy person. Then why do you need me to bring proof at all? Because that's how quests work. Come on. Okay, fine. I want to ask about that radio, though. Nice hat. What's a triangle mean? Thanks. It's the Great Pyramids. One of them, anyway. Ever seen them? Only on your hat, not personally. Maybe you will someday. Foreshadowing, question mark? I don't know with this game. Who knows? I wanted to ask about the radio, though. Any chance you can get WGCR on that radio? Aw. Radio broke. Oh, look. A shadow hole. We'll stick our hand in that in a minute. This kid is... Sorry. This kid is peering at a terrarium filled with flies and occasionally tapping on the glass. Talk to her. Hi there. Are you, into flies? Well, kinda. They're interesting once you get over the gross factor, but mostly I'm just studying these because I'm really interested. What I'm really interested in is the fly man. The fly man? Yeah. Or maybe the man fly. I haven't decided which way is better yet. So what is the fly man and or man fly? He's a scientist that moved into the old Flemberg place. I did a little spying on him, and I think he's trying to turn himself into a giant fly. Why would anyone want to do that? I don't know. That's what's so interesting about him. Huh. She looks at her feet and blushes a little. Also, he's really handsome. For now, you mean? Well, yeah, I'd really like to meet him, but I'm too shy. Can you help me out? Yeah, I'll help. Oh, thank you. Here, I'll show you where the house is. Old Flemberg place. If you meet him... could you, bring me back a souvenir? Like what? Maybe, one of his chest hairs? Sure. Weirdo. This kid is messing around with some kind of weird mechanical contraption. Talk to him. What's that thing you're making? I don't really know yet. I'm just kind of messing around with it because I'm taking a break from my main project. Hey, do you know anything about the chupa naranja? I try to avoid spicy food. It gives me the hiccups. No, this is the kind of monster that eats oranges. They're supposed to be from way down south, but I know there's one in this swamp somewhere. Unfortunately, no matter what kind of trap I build, it keeps escaping. Do you want to try? Sure, why not? Great. Feel free to use my workbench over there. I've got plenty of spare parts and stuff if you manage to catch... If you manage to catch it, bring me back one of its nostrils as proof, okay? A nostril? Not the whole head or pelt? Oh no, I don't want to kill it. I just want to prove it's out there. Okay then. Damn, I meant to reach inside. Poop, 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 poop. Dozens of volumes of serial fantasy for young adults and older than average children. For instance? Well, there's Marion Bailey in the Challenge of Glory, but oh, what's this? You got an item. Mascarpone's Monster or the Modern Provolone. Ooh, we can summon a cheese buddy. An old-timey fantasy novel about a mad scientist and his doomed quest to create the perfect being out of cheese. Grants combat skill, elemental. Summon a cheese ally. Monkey! So far, so good. We haven't hiccuped yet, but we haven't been live for half an hour yet, so we'll find out. Yeah, I popped early today. Mostly for science. Because I want to see how mad I have to be here in a little bit. A little sign on the table says Boris only. This cat had better be Boris or there's gonna be trouble. Try to pet him. Boris hisses at you. He must know you're an outsider. Oh well. It's a work table covered with tools and oranges. Build a chupa naranja trap. Titan spring. Adjust torque. Tweak trigger. Add a fuse. I don't have a battery, but I hope that's enough. Let's go hunting. Alright, where are we going first? There's a lot of places to go. Let's go where we originally were going. Largemouth Bass and Sons. Guard won't talk to me. He seems friendly, aside from the gun. What do you know about Occam's Gator? Oh, that's fake. It is? Yeah, that's a legend. An old bass wives' tale. Sometimes things go missing or the business has a run of bad luck and folks want a deeper explanation for it. But I can tell you that nobody here has ever laid eyes on a giant gator man. The bosses can't even agree on what it's supposed to look like. So Occam's Gator didn't kidnap these kids. They ran away because the fucking parents were ridiculous. I really doubt it. Your boss says you saw him. Didn't you ever tell a boss what they wanted to hear? There's gators in these pots, alright? I have to scare them off the property on an almost daily basis. If you don't believe me, you're welcome to go and visit their stomping grounds. Stomping grounds. You won't find any sort of Occam's Gator there, I assure you. Occam's Gator sounds pretty scary. As do all fairy tales, doesn't make them any more real. Fair enough. You got anything else we can chat about? What's this about a guard that got eaten by Occam's Gator? Sylvester didn't get eaten by nobody. I told him to say that because... I told him to say that because it was the only excuse the bosses would accept for a 2-hour lunch break. What can you tell me about largest mouth Luke? I've seen him, you know. Yeah, he's not dead like they say. How long can largemouth bass live? Normally only 20 years or so, but largest mouth Luke is a special fish. Maybe someday I'll see him again. Oh, we've done this. Alright. We have an area now. Let me talk to you. Alright, good luck with the truck. We're going to Gatorman Hamlet. Oh! A spot of color in this drab swamp catches your eye, and you find a pile of withered orange husks in front of a shallow cave. This must be the lair of Chupa Naranja. However, fortunately, it isn't home right now. Or maybe since you aren't an orange, it wouldn't be dangerous to you anyway. That almost certainly isn't true. Set your trap. You set your trap and hide behind a nearby bush to wait for your prey. After a while, you start to get bored and remember that people who hunt with traps don't typically sit and wait for the prey to show up. Yeah. Instead, they leave and come back later. That's kind of the whole point of animal traps. Gators! There's gators afoot. The guards stop in their tracks and start sniffing around. Instead of the chupacabra, the goat sucker, it's the fucking orange sucker. The guards stop in their tracks and start sniffing around suspiciously. They're almost certain to notice you if you get any closer. Staying put isn't an option here. Which way do you want to go and how? Toward them? Charge? Did he just poison himself? Am I fucking losing it? Or did this motherfucker just poison himself? Gatorman Mush Muncher. Gatorman Mush Muncher is gonna munch a mushroom which will have unpredictable effects. Don't they all? I don't even want to kill him. I just want him to eat fucking or mushrooms all day. That's all I want. Gatorman Scream Mouth. Oh, I didn't want to kill him, but you know. Whatever. Pop. Now, oop, he buffed himself. Now, Spider's gonna chomp somebody. Spider, get him! Get him, Spider. Show him who's boss. Get him, Barker. Hey, 1 round, boys. Oh, that's a lot. Turns out these gators should have been avoiding you. You gain 18 XP, you gain 108 meat, you gain an item. Gator skin pants. Gator man skin pants, sorry. Not to be confused with Gator man skin. Oh. Gator man skin pants. Not to be confused with Gator man skin pants. These are pants made of skin and worn by a Gator man. You're not sure what kind of skin they're made of. That's weird. You got a nasty pastry. You wouldn't feed this to a dog, though you would throw it at a dog if the dog was clearly a threat. Deals 15 stench damage. Got an item, Gator Punch. They drink it, but that doesn't mean they like it. Yeah, probably. And Loyal Hexrock is a bigger boy than he was 5 minutes ago. A dangling rusty meat hook is a tasteful accent for any style of decor. Gators. This must be the second shift. Luckily, they're facing the other way. Ambush. Oi, we ambushed. Why are you swinging on Barker? What the fuck? What in the god? What in the fuck? What in the goddamn hell? Alright, now I'm done being stupid. Gator Man Weed Lord. We can't be having a Weed Lord around here. Yeah. think I get more for just using 2 stilted splatters. Because I can smack this guy upside his noggin. And my spider can get spider. And chomp. Chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. You dispatch the guard gators, and your path forward is clear. You gain 18 XP, 138 meat, a gator stick, a vicious-looking sharpened branch with smaller sharp sticks stuck to it, and a crude leather hand grip. Nasty business. Got an item swamp mushroom, you got an item swamp haunch, and he got another HP. A dangling glob of revolting organic matter. And then there's... This is apparently where the Gatormen keep their billions upon billions of swarming bugs. But instead of that, we're going to go burn some books real quick. One of these I just got, and it gives me something. And I forgot what it was called. Oh, it's this. Huzzah! You know what? Memorize it. We're just gonna start buffing our books. Because our friggin' experience isn't good for anything else anyway. This is apparently where the Gatormen keep their... We already read that. Go beat up bugs. Ow. Ow. Get him. Do I have anything? Yeet. Let's go ahead and start shooting at him. I get 5. No, I get 6 of these. That's 90 damage total. Or it would be if things didn't die. I do think 6 of these little splatter guys is going to clear the whole room, though. At least with bugs. Little bugs didn't stand a chance. Let's go. You reduce the number of bugs in this terrible building by, let's say, 492. Does that mean more? Bugs! Help. Okay. Boy, don't spit at me. Don't spit at him either. Rude. That. Okay. Alright, I was gonna use Mind Melt. Heck it. Heck it. Swarm of stink bugs can't do what they were planning to do. I guess they were gonna buff, someone. What does that do? 4, so we're just gonna give him the stinky. I could just melee him. But, you know. I've gotta always... I forgot I can summon the cheese man. Cold water bug egg. And the number's even less. Oh, Barker! Hello, Barker. Found a stick, huh? You want me to throw it? Here, let me have it. No, look, you have to give it to me so I can... Fine, keep it. We don't make animal noises. Forge, presumably for hammering on terrible gator metals. A rack of horrible-looking weapons. Grab one. We got a frog and fork. Mysticality plus 5 physical and heals you for 3 HP. Raid the fridge. Dried swamp meat and swamp mushrooms. Dried swamp meat is 1 muscle, 7 HP. And we don't know what the mushrooms do. This gator man seems less aggressive than is typical for these guys. Talk to him. Hi there. Great human. Not eat. Great. Thanks, I appreciate that. You seem a bit more relaxed than the rest of the gator folk. Yes, everyone crazy. Don't know reason. Not belong. Leave swamp. Where will you go? Don't know. Wander? Oh, like a hope. Hobo. What that? Basically, someone who travels from place to place just because they're looking for work, or just don't have anywhere specific to be. Yes, hobo gator. First, though, need weapon, defend cell. Ask about hobo code. Hobo code? What that? Oh, right, you wouldn't know any yet. It's like little symbols that hobo used to leave messages for other hobos. Here, I can show you some of the basic ones. You teach them the symbols for safe camp, cops here, and the increasingly rare and exciting pie on windowsill. Offer him a weapon. We're gonna give him the gator stick. Gator stick is weak? What the shit? Okay, someone's in there talking. A safe hanging in an unsafe manner from the ceiling. Open it. Got a combination lock on it. You don't know the combination. Oh, whatever. Sleeping gator, unless he's lying about being asleep. Do not let him lie. Okay, if you say so, what would you like to do as an alternative to letting this gatorman continue sleeping? Search him. He had the combination. Also, I guess I'm fixed. All I had to do was yell at the ISP, because it didn't go, and we're past half an hour. You reach into the water and hopefully grope the gatorman's pockets. At least you hope those are pockets. You find a scrap of paper. You got an item. Gatorman's safe combination. Eureka. Gimme. 600 meat, boys. Alright. The handle on this fridge is busted. This is going to be a headache come lunchtime. Try to open the door. No dice, and no door opening either. Whoever smashed in the handle wanted to keep you out. Or keep something in. A magical talking sandwich, maybe. Force the door. With great effort, you force the door open. Released from his refrigerated cage, a cold man squirms out into the muck, gasping for air. My God, you're my savior. One more day trapped in there and I would have succumbed completely to despair. Who are you? Fabian? Fabian? Fabian. 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 An illustrator of the natural sciences. Arid steppes, glittering bergs of ice. But lately, my interests have taken me to these damp lands. I am in my soggy period. I don't know how I feel about that phrase. How'd you get in there? I was traveling to the swamp to sketch the native cypress, only to be caught in a net by these gator-esque men. At first they allowed me to roam within the confines of this camp, but when I shouted for help at a passing truck, I was put into the refrigerator. What truck? Oh, it hurtled through the camp like a bass out of hell. There was a boy and a girl at the wheel. I called out, "Stop, I'm a prisoner, take me with you!" But they drove on. What makes a person do that? Where was it headed? North of here, I'm sure. North, huh? Since that driver at Largemouth Bass and Sons was confident the truck could only make it 11 miles at most, if you search trapped from 11 the distance between this camp and the fishery. Seized with deductive euphoria, you do some quick calculations, which in your haste come out very wrong. You do them again, not rushing it this time, and produce a promising lead. Location unlocked. An amphibious truck. You know of a creature called Occam's Gator? Occam's Gator. Supposedly a large gator with two tails that breathe smoke from its nostrils. Oh yes, I think you're describing my mother-in-law. Okay, so you don't know. No, and I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. Melanie's always been kind to me. Every weekend she bakes me a ball of nougat. I apologize, Melanie. You want to leave, the way out is more or less clear. I do want to leave. That is a good guess. If we ever meet again, it would be an honor. It would honor me to paint your portrait. I am an artist, as you know. I cannot paint you right away as I am in my soggy period. But if I conclude that work, or if you become soggy, well, who knows? Who knows? Am I not soggy enough? Not for academia, no. Oh well. Whatever. I don't want to be fucking soggy anyway. Just gonna trudge away. One more bug fight. After this bug fight, we'll go to the amphibious truck. Boop. Battle's the only time I get the rest of my throat. One more. Hey, Hex Rock's even stronger now. Alright, let's get out of here. Amphibious truck? That's not north. Oh, wait, that's right. North is now west. This game fucks me up. Despite anything the map might have had to say about it, you've managed to wander back to the spot where you set that trap for the Chupa Naranja. Peering through the bushes, you discover that your trap has indeed trapped something. It sort of looks like a giant toad with a tentacle face, covered in boils that could also be eyes? You have no idea what a Chupa Naranja looks like, but this seems about as likely as anything you were imagining. The presumed Chupa Naranja seems pretty annoyed about being caught in your trap. Approach it. You carefully sneak up on the Chupa Naranja. Since it's both distracted by the trap and unable to turn around, you manage to take it completely unawares. It struggles futilely as you grab it in a headlock and slice off one of its nostrils. The creature roars in pain and anger, but by the time it manages to thrash its way out of the trap, you are already completely the heck out of there. You got an item, Chupa Naranja nostril. A ring of flesh, perfectly crafted by natural selection to seek out the mightiest of oranges. Whew. This game's fucking ridiculous. I love it. I'm sure I've said that a billion times, but you know. There's nothing amphibious about this truck. I'm sorry? No. I'm sorry? You fucking what? Black smoke billows from the cowl. That engine is cooked. Eat the engine. You can't eat something just because it's cooked. Eat the engine. It is far too large to eat. Eat the engine. It is not possible to eat an engine. Eat the engine. It would kill you to even try. Eat the engine. Girding yourself against the overbearing heat, you wrench open the cowl and peer through the smoke, only to find out someone has already beaten you to it. The engine has already been eaten. Next chance I get, I'm eating an engine. Sure. The cab door hangs limply from its hinges. Pull it open. The truck's been abandoned for some time. There is nobody inside unless they are very small and hiding. Are they? Small and hiding? No. Search the seats. A newspaper left on the passenger seat is open to the classifieds page. Circled are advertisements for Mr. Rat's Hotel for Working Women and the Docks. Nothing well done, is it? Amen to that. Take the paper. You don't need it. It's yesterday's news. Search under the seats. The gas tank is located underneath the driver's seat, which has the advantage of lowering the truck's center of gravity. This gas tank is empty, which has the disadvantage of the truck not working. You also notice a tiny gleam of metal. A key! You got an item. Small LBNS key. Maybe it opens a lock back home? Close the door. We'll worry about that later. We'll go to the monster shed. No! I went to the wrong place. In a gloomy grove of sunken cypress trees, a well-muscled woman stands waist-deep in the opaque bog. Her hands rest on the pommel of a sword, its blade lodged in the muck. It catches your eye because it's not the type of thing you tend to see on the East Coast. What sword is that? This is the blade of your great aunt. Many moons ago it was entrusted to my family for safekeeping. Now it is yours to reclaim for a cost. What great aunt? Have you forgotten your lineage, boy? Time was, every tavern and meeting house kept a place by the fire for Hilda Brow. Why do I have to pay for my family's sword? The security guaranteed by my family is unique and comes with a great price. Your great aunt knew this. That is why she placed the blade in our care. Okay, what's the cost? In time, I shall ask of you a boon, and you shall be obliged to grant it. Sure, I can do a boon. Let's have the sword. Great aunt's great sword. You may or may not have had a great aunt, but nobody can deny you have a great sword. This sword has a satisfying heft, but you can see why your great aunt liked it so much. But with it comes something quite unsatisfying. Something that makes you feel almost queasy. And a little cursed. You got an item. You got a perk, rather. Swamp geese? Geese? Yeah? This really grinds your gears. Perhaps that lady from the swamp will tell you soon about the boon she wants in exchange for this thing's removal. appease me. It's a simple magic binding you to your oath until such time I has need of your service. On that day I'll find you. Can't we just do the boon now? Better be a good sword. It's a great sword. Better be a good great sword. That's upsetting. I have a fucking debuff for something I'm not gonna... Oh, crash site. For a weapon I'm not even gonna fucking use because it's muscle-based. Sad. A bunch of miscellaneous plane junk. This is the most diagonal plane you've ever encountered. It's a grumpy-looking pilot. Talk to her. Seems like you've got kind of a problem here. Ha! You think? Yeah, 3 kinds of problems I got. If you don't count the headache, my plane being stuck ass downward in this swamp is just the most obvious one. Anything I can help with? My name's Mono, by the way. Rhonda Rasmussen. Rasmussen? Whatever. Hi. And yeah, if you've got time on your hands, you can bet your buns I can use it. What happened? I'm looking to be the first to fly a plane all the way around the swamp in one go. See, nearly made it too, but first to fly nearly all the way around the swamp won't be making any headlines. Now look what I got. A plane half buried in the muck, tainted fuel, and even if I get those sorted out, there ain't enough runway here for me to get flying again. What's wrong with your fuel? When I landed, the fuel tank got full of swamp water, which I don't know how well versed you are in the chemistry of aircraft fuel, but not good for it. Not good for it. So I siphoned the tank dry. Figured it wouldn't be a big deal since I got a can of backup fuel. Ooh, let me guess. That's full of water too? Ain't nothing so bad that it can't be a little bit worse. Can that be fixed? Well, technically, yeah. It just needs to have the water distilled out of it. I don't have any equipment like that or anything. Or, I added words, whatever. Maybe I can dig something up. That'd be great. Any basic distillation setup should do the trick. It ain't rocket science. Just airplane science. That's a much slower kind of science. Here's the can. You got an item. Watered down plane fuel. I sure am getting a lot of fucking fuel. This fuel's all wet. See what I can do. Your plane seems real stuck. Oh, you noticed, huh? Yep, it's sticking right out of the ground there. Right? Yep. Yep, it sure is. I can't believe it. I can't believe you let me be that stupid. The way Rhonda's staring at you starts to make you feel a little uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else. What's involved in building a runway? With enough tar and macadam? Like macadamia? Macadamia nuts. I'm gonna nut on the runway. Hold up! I didn't say that. I can slap down a quick and dirty runway. Dirtier than quick for certain, but it'd be good enough to get me out of here. And I've got plenty of tar, but where'd you get that barrel of tar from anyway? You know, that's a funny story. But anyway, I need a load of macadam to go with it. What's macadam? It's like gravel for fuss budgets. For my purposes, I need a load of rocks exactly 3 centimeters across. That isn't very many rocks. Each individual rock is 3 centimeters across, not the whole load together. Oh. I can go look for some rocks that size. Feldman Quarry. Okay, that'd be great. Come to think of it, I believe I passed an old quarry on my way down. Didn't get a close look because I was kind of distracted, but I can mark it on your map for you. Can't go myself. I need to sit here and guard the tar. Okay, I'll go take a look. Wasn't there something stupid somewhere around here? There it is. Distilling. No, it's stinky. You're browsing your way through the swamp, taking a sniff through your nose trumpet now and then. This swamp smells terrible. I mean, a swamp is literally just standing water and rotting compost, the biome. So it's not like that's news or anything. But you wouldn't be surprised if this swamp was at least nominated for World's Worst Smelling Swamp. Oh, God in heaven, what is that? Something smells like a rotten egg matted with the tire fire. And the egg the tire fire laid also went rotten. Squinting through the tears, you see a patch of brown air hovering nearby. That must be the smell of the wisp that kid was looking for. Follow at a safe distance. You follow at a safe distance as the smell of the wisp bobs and weaves through the fetid marsh. Eventually it comes to rest on a rotting tree stump, and you sneak up quietly behind it. Just as you're about to grab a sample, 3 gatormen casually stand up from where they were crouched in the knee-deep water around you. Oh, jeez. Don't mess with me, you scum. Don't the Gatorman beat the hell out of you by the time you wake up. That's what I get. That's what I fucking get. Dang it. That's what I fucking get. Oh, I've had that coming for a while. Distill the wet fuel. We can do it if we have a match. You light the fire and run the still for long enough to fix the fuel, but not quite long enough to cause your own death from smoke inhalation. Distilled plain fuel. Oh, hell. Where's it going? Oh yeah, largemouth bats and sons. That's odd. This patch of muddy ground has a lot of tracks in it that look like human handprints. Well, except for the fact that humans don't normally walk around on their hands. Maybe there's an acrobat convention in the middle of a swamp. Oh, what was that one kid talking about? What was that thing the one kid was talking about? The honey ape? Maybe there's something to it after all. Follow the tracks. Geez, the more you look, the more of a confusing, trampled mess these tracks are. Seem like there are different sets of tracks heading in different directions. How many thumbs did he say the thing has again? On one hand? Did he? 2? 4? You follow the trail of handprints with 2 thumbs and 4 fingers, but instead of leading the honey ape, it just leads to a pile of old gloves. Must be some moonshiners trying to keep the pro-hees off their trail. You decide not to take any of the gloves because they don't fit you properly, not without some serious modifications to either the gloves or you, rats. Alright, where's the dam? Where is it? Where's the dam? Honey ape handprint. It's literally normal. God darn it. I can unlock the door. No. The thing said I wasn't close enough to read it, and the E prompt said I absolutely am. Academy of Fresh and Saltwater Game Fish. Certificate of Nomination for Award. Be it known that Adam Tracy was nominated for an Academy Award of Merit for Outstanding Achievement. Best Deboning Bass. Oh, I can unlock it with the curse key, or I can unlock it with the small key that I already got. Navy blue slicker is the sole resident of this coat rack. Search. Fierce rummaging yields a letter in the right pocket. The envelope appears unopened. Take it. You got Kathy's letter. Letter from Kathy Tracy addressed only to Dad. The post office will never be able to deliver that. Read it. The envelope isn't sealed. You slide it open with ease. Dad, all anyone cares about in this family is largemouth bass. Well, I'm sick of it. Ain't I a person? Ain't I deserving of being cared about too? I'm leaving, Dad, for a place where dreams are possible. You ain't never gonna find me because you don't know where that is. Love, Kathy. P.S. Hi to Mom. Okay. Largemouth bass eyes peek through the slats in the lockers. The austere bedding testifies to the Tracy family's rigorous asceticism. One must purge mind and body and mind of all comfort and distraction to achieve the hyper-focus of a bass fisher. Search the beds. Oh, we got candy. Spearmint and licorice taffy. And search those. Look under the pillow. 16 teeth! Tooth Fairy skipped this swamp for a while. It tells me a new mouth starter kit. Just sell them, I guess. You're not supposed to be in this room. It's better if Adam doesn't see you leave through this door. Better for whom? Better for you. Okay. Now I'm going out. Hold on a moment. Hold a moment. How'd you get in that room? Occam's Gator. He nods. It would be just like him to leave the door unlocked after he abducted Kathy from her premarital bed. Agree, that makes sense. Guy's a fucking weirdo. I stopped paying attention. Oh, I have a lot of stuff to do now. Like, a lot, chat. Like, a lot, like, a lot. 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 Yeah. Oh, the honey ape again. It has a 1 thumb and 4 fingers. Fuck y'all. You follow the prince to a clearing in the middle of a small stand of trees, and to your surprise, you find an animal pretty much like the honey ape the kid described. Like a somewhat larger chimpanzee or a very small gorilla. But with disproportionately large and human-like hands. It's sitting on the ground and casually drinking out of a beehive, and doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. Sneak up on it. You successfully creep up on the unsuspecting primate, but you run out of trees and brush to hide behind before you get close enough to really do anything. Outsmart it. You pick up a rock and chuck it into the underbrush on the other side of the clearing. The honey ape stiffens at the noise and starts scanning for predators in that direction. Grab it! You leap on the small primate and wrestle it to the ground, screeching loudly. I mean, the primate is screeching. No, let's be fair. You both are. Once you get it pinned, you grab it by the wrist and yank off one of its long, untrimmed fingernails. Which, thinking about that, is making me wince. And I've written some pretty horrible stuff in this game alone. You've got an item. Honey ape fingernail. Totally normal-sized fingernail. Marvel at it. With the horrible deed accomplished, you let the creature loose and it runs screaming into the swamp. Congratulations on successfully stalking, outsmarting, and assaulting a small weird ape. Thanks! Mr. Rat's Hotel for Working Women and Dogs. I don't suppose I can just wander. A flash of light cuts through the trees. The glare passes and then you see it poking its head out above the canopy. A telescope! Why, you fancying a telescope ever since you were a young boy? You'd press your nose to the window of the telescope shop for hours until the proprietor will run out and threaten to tan your glutes with a tripod. And I still want a telescope! And you've waited long enough. Go and get your telescope. Location unlocked. Telescope in a treehouse. Go there now. A bald cypress so tough and tall, it's no mistake some fellow has chosen to make it a tree home. Shout up. Hello! Hey, mister. Why ain't you keep walking, huh? This here is a Will Hunter's treehouse, and the rules is tain't no grown-ups allowed. You mispronounced allowed. What do you want to be so mean for? You're just like all them toochers at school. I know you know it's not pronounced toochers. Suck eggs. What's your story, Will? Tain't much to tell. I ain't all that interested, mister, I swear. Not to you city folk. Not to city folk like you no ways. I'm not city folk. Ever seen a pig birth? Yes. Bet you ain't seen half as many as me, though. How many have you seen, Will? Well, I reckon about 70, sir. Oh, no, he's definitely got me beat. Considering I lied, but, you know, whatever. Make like a treehouse and leave house? God damn it. What's up there? Oh, it ain't anything. I swear, you don't swear it. You don't want to see anyway. I do. You'll tell. I won't. You promise? Yes. There's a pause in which Will apparently thinks it over. No, you wouldn't want to see anyways. I want to use that telescope you got there. Afraid that telescope's the property of Will Hunter, same as my licorice collection. You mean licorice? Nah, licorice. Wouldn't be called licorice because it ain't made of rice. Licorice. It's called licorice because you lick it, but I'm saving mine up so as I can lick them all at once. How long have you been saving your licorice? Reckon it's been a few months. It's okay to wait a few months on licorice as long as it's refrigerated good and proper. Have you refrigerated? It's in my pocket with some ice, so I reckon so. What are you doing in a swamp? Nothing special. Same things every boy gets up to, I reckon. I must know what that is. I ain't telling anyways. Can you let me up? No adult ever been up in Will Hunter's treehouse, and I ain't fixing to break that streak. Not for nothing. You need to let me up. That's so? Well, what's in it for Will? Aiding my vital mission against the forces of evil. Mission, huh? That like a job? I ain't got no job, mister, and I ain't need one. I'm fixing to get by in life through general scampery. Sounds like no one helping you up the tree. Maybe you'll have to think of something else. Make like a tree house and leave house, because we are going to slurp a potion. And by potion, I mean swamp meat. Damn. I didn't mean to lose fucking Moxie. I thought I said no. I didn't say no. I'm just stupid. You know, I don't suppose I have something I can just equip and get a muscle, huh? Oh, look! A muscle. Hello, Will. Hello, yourself, and see how's you like it. Just climb the tree. Enough of this. It's time for you. Yes, hello. What? What? You knock over your friggin' house. Here I go. Friggin' cat. Cat's being ridiculous. Enough of this. It's time to clasp your robust limbs around the trunk of the wet, shedding cypress and begin to shimmy. Hey now, this is a private treehouse. Stop or I'll tan you till you can't stand up. Take the risk. Fucking excuse me? This man's a tree. This man is a tree. Why, there's no boy up in this treehouse at all. Only the large and sagging features of a human face sunk into the tree's very trunk. Surely that can't be young Will Hunter. Oh, well, I reckon now tain't no keeping you from seeing my plight. I've been wicked, mister. What happened to you? Tain't much to tell. That can't possibly be true. The tree sighs, shedding scraps of bark that drift to the treehouse floor. Well, you ever heard of a doctor? Do you know what that is? Yes, well, I know what a doctor is. Rub it in, why don't you? I already told you. Will Hunter never got along with no teachers. I only ever met one doctor. Dr. Weiss. Lived on the same street as my step-aunt. 'Twas one morning he paid me 6 bits to paint his fencing. Well, heck, I swear I was fixing to do it, mister. But I heard there was an interesting trout down the river. A little wider than average, but not very wide. Just the way Will Hunter likes. How can a boy resist? No, I agree. You need to go catch a slightly wide trout. Weren't going to catch it, mister. Only measure it from my notes on trout width. Anyways, Doc Wiss, he weren't real pleased. And to teach me a lesson, he went and cursed me to be a tree. How did the doctor turn you into a tree? Don't ask Will Hunter now. All I know is doctors. They got all kinds of powerful tools. Tweezers, height chart. Could have used anything. What lesson are you supposed to learn from all this? That I ought to pay fences if says I'm fixing to. I guess that's it, yeah. It's about all I could think of. Can you end this curse? Well, that doctor told me I'd be a tree till I could make goof by painting a bunch of fences all around town. Hard enough for me to do it like this, I'll tell you. I could do that for you. Oh, mister, paint fences? You wouldn't want to do that. Sure I would. Say, that's real swell. Thanks a lot, mister. That doc who cursed me had a nice white picket fence, and he says something like, Will Hunter gotta paint 3 more fences just like this, or he'll be a tree forever. Paint 3 fences. Got it. You can get my paints and brush out of my knapsack. I just hand them to you, but I'm a tree. Is there a ladder you can put down? Suppose I can. Tain't a ladder in the way you and I know. But part of this tree that I can sort of waggle around. I were still a boy, I reckon you say it's like my fingers and nostrils. Will Hunter extends his long, arborescent fingers and or nostrils through the hole in the treehouse, back to the swamp floor. Should be able to climb down those nostrils now. I'll see you around, Will. It's a Huck knapsack, the favored brand of Rascals and Imps. Empty it out. It has a paint and brush. Take care of those, will you? The long-handled brush belonged to a grandfather. Your grandfather? Don't think so. Much obliged. Oh! Oh! We can use the telescope. A telescope is a gateway lens that often leads to the use of binoculars. Peek through. You see nothing out of the ordinary. Rivers run around the trunks of trees. Crawdads and crawmoms make love upon the rocks. And a duck is impaled on the beak of a heron. Here in the swamp, it is a day like any other, and the circle of life turns on and on. Alright, let me get this damn maggot off my head. So now I have to find 3 frickin' fences? Where am I gonna find fences for this kid? Oh, harvest goop. We got goop. Free goop. Free goop to good home. Ugh, there's a grisly sight. The carcass of some swamp animal covered in huge ticks. Oh no. Wait. Some of them are buzzing around in the air. Are they? Oh, it's tick wasps. We fight tick wasps. Ow. Ow. Cheese buddy! It's a cheese buddy. I love him. Go ahead and heal. Alright, what we got? And my darn AP don't come back now. Because I let that gator smack me upside the noggin. Gosh darn it. Stinking gator. Ooh, I can control the cheeseling. He can heal me. And he can punch people. Ooh, he punches hard. 9 for a friggin' summonable? That's not bad. You won! Hopefully you also win in your upcoming nightmares. 19 XP, Wasp Clasp, and Extra Blood. Some of it is almost certainly yours. And wander again. What happened? You look back. Barker has somehow gotten entangled in a clump of thorny, tough-looking vines. Oh, geez. Hang on, buddy. With a growl, Barker starts chomping and tearing at the vines and soon extricates himself with a self-satisfied, well, not a facial expression, but, well, anyway. Wow, nice job. You really developed some strong teeth. I sure hope you aren't continuously mutating and evolving into some kind of monstrous beast that's going to become a problem in the future. And also that my saying that won't turn out to be some kind of ironic foreshadowing. Arf, arf. And Pedal Chomp now deals 3 more damage. Giant bleeding tooth tree stump. Quick fungal dentistry. Okay. Black shape. Ah, bats. Excuse me? The what? Hey, one more will kill him. You won! You successfully banished the horrible creature back to where it came from. If only that were a little farther away. Yes, ma'am. Why are you yelling at me? Yes, ma'am. Are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Let's go to this house. While at safe distance, draw your weapon. Oh, it's a stink cloud. I'm not getting hit over the head again, you little brats. That's not what I was going to call them, but you know. What I was going to call them was not very nice. put on a bunch of, like, stench armor to be allowed to do this, thingy. I'm gonna summon a little cheese boy. Elemental cheese, heed my call. I'm gonna punch him in his nose. Got him. Hey, don't you dare. Barker, no! Get him, Spider. Show him who's boss. Get him, cheese. Punch him in his nose. Yeah. Rude. I don't get AP back, so I'm just gonna toast you. I figure out where this cat is going. Are you still here? You run off too. Darn brat. You won! You snag a clump of what's left of the smell of the wisp to take back to the clubhouse. You got an item. Stinky Esther. 19 XP, 168 meat. Hex Rock is stronger, nasty pastry, and swamp mushroom. Go in this house. Oh look, a lock! Oh look, a lock! Looks like this car was left to rot. Unfortunately, it hasn't yet rotted enough for you to get past the locked door. Well, I have a cursed key. That seems like a bad idea. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Cursed key rides in your hand until it finds a shape that fits the lock. You search the car. It's empty except for the glove box, which turns out to actually be a key box. The key inside is not the key to this car, and if you have a sense of humor, like mine, you'll agree that this is a real shame. Coffin, a padlock key, tarnished. The wings go in the front door. This tree has a hole in it. Conveniently, the hole is slightly larger than your hand. Honestly, for what is ostensibly a horror game, we've had way too few opportunities for you to stick your hand into a suspicious dark hole. Reach in. Oh, I got another one. You slowly reach inside the dark hole. No, we're good. It's damp and ominous, and then you find a key. Sorry, that scream wasn't really justified. Let's go in the house. Goldilocks, really? Beasley, Hortense, Mopey, Calpurnia, Mopey, Calpurnia, Mopey. I got stuff. Ooh, what's in here? Bathtub is full of steaming blood! No. Oh, no, wait. The red is just coming through a stained glass rose hanging in the bathroom window. That doesn't explain why the water's still hot, though. We're going fishing! Yeehaw. Handful of dirty water. You caught some extra meat. Yeehaw. Nasty goo. And meat. Fishing in the bathtub, don't mind me. Glob of wet hair. And meat. This medicine cabinet is surely locked. Maybe it's full of deadly poisons. Securely, not surely. Whatever. Curse key. We got an item. Recovered padlock. And mercury eye drops. And activated charcoal briquette. And 60 XP. The dolphins used one toilet at a time, just like the rest of us. Flush. Doesn't work. What? What? It doesn't work. Maybe something's wrong in the tank. Check it out. There's another fucking... Well, here's your problem. There's a key stuck to the float valve hinge flange. You got an item. Dolphin padlock key. What? You're so stupid, cats. Can I flush it now? Yes! We fucking did it, chat. We fucking flushed it. Let's go. We have 293 XP. Hi. Yes, ma'am. More meat drops? More meat drops. Oh my god, how far up can I take that? Unlock it with wet key. Go through the door. We're just picking up padlocks. Oh, that's right. We're supposed to collect padlocks from this freaking house. Nothing's hanging underneath the bed except dust. A shelf full of books about sports. The titles are all too boring for me to even tell you what they are. Wardrobes were very important in old houses like this, like this that didn't have built-in closets to keep skeletons in. Check inside. We got work pants and a wire coat hanger. You relieve the furniture of its contents, none of which are skeletal, unless you count the coat hanger. Comfortable-looking bed, free of bloodstains or vaguely person-shaped lumps under the blanket. Check under the pillow. Oh, we got another padlock key. Let's unlock it with the curse key. We got a creepy music box. Ooh. Deal your moxie and spooky. The toy box is disappointingly empty. Not even a BB gun or a creepy doll. Maybe the doll's hiding elsewhere. Nope. Oh look, another padlock. It'd be a shame if I were to use the cursed key again. I feel like this is a bad idea, but I'm too far gone to care now. Stairs to the attic, take them. I feel like using it more than once, I might as well just use it a lot. This workbench is strewn with bits and gizmos and bits of gizmos. That shit hurted. Amongst all that, you find what looks like a miniature radio carved from driftwood. Grab it. Handmade radio. You hold the radio up to your ear. A boy asks, "Gee, Pop, where'd you get all that treasure? Is it a cursed pirate horde stolen from the ruins of an ancient civilization?" Haha, no son, nothing like that. Just sound investments in perfectly normal and moral financial markets. Those voices, so eerie. You hold the radio up to your ear. You hear a little girl's voice shouting, "Mom, Mom, a terrible ghoul stole the key to my nightstand." A woman replies, "Now, dear, don't call your brother Ralphie a terrible ghoul. He probably hid the key in the potted plant in the hallway like he always does." Oh, so there's a key in there. Oh. You hold the radio up to your ear. A ghostly voice wails, "Who stole my golden arm?" Then a boy's voice says, "Oh, come on, sis. Don't you know any other ghost stories? That's the only one you ever tell." We've already done up here. Unlock with shiny key. Go through door. You hold the radio up to your ear. You hear a man's voice scolding angrily. "For goodness sake, Agnes, you're obsessed. Obsessed with taping things to the back of paintings, just like your aunt. One-eyed Calpurnia dolphin. You'll probably die peacefully in your sleep, just like she did." Oh. Fancy vanity, which appeals to your pedestrian vanity. Look through the drawers. We got radium rouge. It's makeup. Cedar chest is locked and easily big enough to hide a skeleton in, or even a whole body. Unlock it. Cover to padlock. Perfumed wedding veil. +1 moxie, +3 stench armor. The curse key, blah blah. There's a veil in here, and beyond the veil, nothing. Also come in handy if you ever decide to save money by getting married at the city dump. Bed looks inviting, but nobody seems to have accepted the invitation for quite some time. And what's in the nightstand? A battery, a paperclip, and another padlock key. Disappointing. You're hoping this key would be much fancier. Amethyst earrings, regen 3 HP per round. And hot pot metal ring. Fondue deluge applies 1 additional on fire. Stop. How many, I have 6 padlocks. Out of what, 11? "Remember, Ralphie," says a woman's voice, "you mustn't ever open the door to strangers." Hello? Cat's being silly. A boy's voice replies, "Okay, Mom, because it might be a kidnapper or murderer, right?" "Oh, I'm sure that would never happen, but it might be a vacuum cleaner salesman, and we already have one." Weird. Oh, look! Rufus's gadget. Basement of this swamp house is predictably completely flooded. You'll need some kind of breathing apparatus if you want to go down there. There's no way, right? Nope. Oh, I was right. There is no way. Fancy serving cart, investigate. It's one of those serving carts they use in posh hotels and in posh manor houses, apparently, with a big silver platter covered with a dome-shaped lid. Just the right size to hide a severed head or a roast of some kind. Look under the dome. You cautiously reach out and grip the handle. Then take a deep breath. Slowly, you lift the lid, tilting your head to peek underneath. Oh, it's empty. Oh well. Enough fine china to feed an army. If only you could get past the padlock, and if you were in command of the world's hoity-toityest military. Unlock. You got an item. Covered padlock. You open the cabinet door and examine the stacks of fine bone china. Wait, bone china? Perhaps human bone china? Oh no, the brand mark on the bottom is pretty well-known company, so probably not. Anyways, you find a really fancy hat. You got an item. Fine china helmet. That's another hat. It's entirely possible that this is a gravy boat, and that you've been just using it upside down, but don't let that stop you. Clean a well-lighted corner. Those don't work. Where's she run off to this time? Cat's being silly. Oh, cat's being a cat, but you know, whatever. Yeah. You hold the radio up to your ear. You hear a woman saying, "Please be careful around the kitchen knives, Rebecca. They're very sharp. I keep them that way because, counterintuitive though it may be, dull knives actually cause more accidents." "Yes, mother, I understand," a little girl's voice replies. In Pepperidge Father's house, there are many doors. Drawers, not doors. We're gonna fish in the sink. Fishy. Fish skeleton. Nice. A handful of dirty water and one wet cigarette. And we got an apple core. Nice. And now let's open the door. Drawer. Dire corn holder. Muscle +6? What the shit? Tiny vampire that drinks corn cob juice instead of blood. A dire one also drinks blood. Match. Paperclip. And a padlock. Weird. Full of gross, steamy swamp worms. One of those old fridges that accidentally sometimes get, that people sometimes got locked into accidentally and asphyxiated. Oh wait, that's still all fridges these days. Maybe that's why it's padlocked. Unlock it. We got a key and a block of ice. What the hell? The fridge is empty of both expired food and expired hide-and-seekers. You do find the key inexplicably frozen into a block of ice, though. The humidity has turned most of these dry goods into stale goods. See if anything good left. Oh, we got a can of fruit cocktail. It is food. Variety of chopped fruit floating in syrup. If modern technology has produced anything better than this, I don't want to hear about it. And I probably won't, because hearing aids haven't been invented as far as I know. Did I go in this door? I don't remember. I did. It's a hot bathtub. Frozen key, go in. Splash water on your face. I lost an original sandwich. No! And wind knocked out of you. Now I get AP back during battle. Oh, wait, I didn't check, Ralphie, why on earth do you keep flushing this fish zester down the commode? Have you been possessed by some otherworldly or demonic force? No, Dad, I just thought it'd be a funny place to hide it. I haven't missed any. Have I? Oh, wait. Someone had stuff behind paintings, you say? Someone had stuff behind paintings, you say? Could this be one-eyed Aunt Calpurnia? Considering the eye patch and the fact painting is labeled a Calpurnia Dolphin. Look behind the painting. We got a sticky key. Clarence, I'm so grateful that our family has never suffered from supernatural curses, serial murder, demonic corruption, or plague. I agree, dear. We certainly have been fortunate and doubtless will remain so. Weird. We're going to unlock it and enter the garage. Workbench covered with tools, all rusted past the point of usefulness, even as bludgeons. These cinder blocks are totally waterlogged. Wait a second. One of the blocks is the telltale grow of mana moss infestation. You drain the moss of its glowing juices. You got glowing ooze. 5 XP. Some say that the most powerful tool is a padlock. It's really more the opposite of a tool, though, because it obstructs rather than facilitates what you're trying to do. Unlock. We got a hacksaw. Oh, geez, is that blood all over the... Oh, no, it's just rushed. The tool chest contains 1 tool and 1 key, which I guess also counts as a tool, albeit an extremely specific one. So tools, then. Hey, it's 11! We can't go in the basement, but we got all the padlocks we need. Who wanted them, though? Sunken boxcar. Suddenly, a tuft of swamp shrubbery parts, and a gatorman pops out, glaring at you. He doesn't seem immediately hostile, but you're wary. Hello? Human! How human? Well, both my parents smell wrong, not human stink. Check your pits. You smell basically normal, as far as you can tell in the swamp. Dark stink, shadow stink. Huh? You know about the shadow stuff? Good, shadow good. Good stink, like stink. Wow, this is a real roller coaster of a conversation. I follow. Kill enemies. Eat enemies. Name Alphonse. Can I call you Al? No. Can you at least stop yelling? Ah, fine. I need you to go back home. Oh my god. I'm having fun with Barker. I forgot how sideways we... I forgot it was fucking in italics. Hi, Pepperidge. Hello again, Mono. What can I do for you? I found your father's padlocks. Thank you so much. You didn't run into my grandmother by any chance. What? No? Was she supposed to be there? No, that would be highly unusual if she had been, considering she died more than 30 years ago. Here's your padlocks. Marvelous. Once I've reaccustomed myself to standing on level ground, I'll be on my way. There's a big hobo camp near Ocean City that you might be interested in. I can give you directions. Excellent. I think I'll head that way now. Perhaps I'll see you there. Buy sack, 148 meat, sale final. As you round a clump of mangrove trees, or whatever kind of trees these are, you come face to face with a bearded gator man and his big, filthy sack. I should clarify that it's a burlap sack, and it doesn't have a face. Just the gator man does. I'll buy the sack. A gator stick, gator punch, and swamp eel hat band. You open the bag and reveal your prize. It's like Crimbo! A sad, wet, dirty Crimbo. Ew. Don't suppose you have a fence. No fence. Oh, why'd I get free money? Barely Are you okay? Damn. Cats. A burly hunter trudging through the mud gives a holler. As he nears, you see he's toting a shotgun under one arm and carrying a pile of gator hides over his shoulder. What are you doing? Swamp's no place for a little boy. Gators eat you alive. Take this. Get yourself a seat on the next bus out. You gained 23 meat. Wow, that's, not enough money for the bus? Fine, take it, but go. Okay, I'm not a little boy, by the way. Some viscous goo has rendered this house entirely decorative. The mailbox says Flemberg on the side. Rifle through it. Junk mail! You casually commit a federal crime. Ooh, fair. Gas generator is providing power to the barn in exchange for pastoral ambiance. Hold up. Aw, but there's a... Yes! Paint the fence. We did it! Looks pretty clean to you, sure does. What's my 68? Hell... There's a... Why is he tiny? Don't worry about him in a minute. Lindbergh is a fan of crates and barrels. 2 giant horrible flies. We'll deal with you in a minute, buddy. Hey, how's it going? If this guy cared about these tools, he probably wouldn't have left them on the floor. Finders keepers. 11-in-1 oil. And a piece of scrap metal. Next to the workbenches, there's a pile of much smaller workbenches. Take one. You got a tiny workbench. There's so many, he surely wouldn't mind. And I can make some stuff over here. I don't want any of it. The shelf contains a lot of things that you don't know what they are or what they do. A bunch of welding tools and supplies, the crazy controls for this crazy contraption. You probably shouldn't mess with them until you talk to that guy inside the machine. Fine. There's a very small man inside the machine that's clearly trying to get your attention. Talk to him. Hi, I'm Mono. Do you need help? I absolutely need help, thank you. My name's Flemberg. Paul Flemberg. I moved back to my parents' old house here because nobody would give me lab space for my experiments. It turned out an assistant would have also been nice to have. What are you trying to do? Improve myself? You know, better, faster, stronger? At least one of those. But I put the wrong settings in the control console, and all that happened was I shrank. You can't just change the settings. The door doesn't open from inside. Wait, why? But... Yeah, I didn't think it through. Okay, well, I can just let you out. No! Opening the door will depolarize the booth, and it takes months for the field emitters to recharge. Not to mention the fact that I'd have to collect all new supplies of genetic material, so the door can only be opened once. Geez, you really didn't think this through. What should I do then? Fix settings on console, what should I set it to? Clearly, if I knew, I wouldn't have put the wrong ones in myself. Just make me better before you open the door. Better than what? Better than a normal guy would. I don't know. I spent so long thinking about how I could build this machine that I didn't have any time left to think about why I built it. Let's touch buttons. Flip pituitary. Flip it again. Flip it again. Give him fly lungs. Lindbergh flaps his mouth a few times but doesn't seem to be able to speak. Pituitary. Hat. Nice, tiny. It has a hat. Lungs. Pituitary. Flip body. Oh. Whatever, get out. You let Flemberg out of the boot. Oh, he's the Flyman! Heck yeah, I can't wait to get up to all kinds of giant fly stuff. Well, before you go, I need a chest hair off of you. Do I still have those? Okay, well, whatever, sure. Thanks, it's for... I probably don't want to know. I'm out. See ya. Okay, bye. What a weirdo. Wait, didn't Mudhenge have a fence? Oh, it wasn't picket. What in a picket fence? Oh. Where did that ticket lady go? Whatever. There's no way. Why are the vampires attacking the freaking gator? Oi! Leave him alone. Imagine saving the gator just for the gator to attack you. Oh, he stinkied my spider. Oi, can you don't? Yeah, mind meld him twice. Wonderful vampire noises. Hello, there went. How the fuck do you poison a robot, by the way? I'm just curious. Barker hungry. Barker feast. You won! You can make a suitcase out of the Gatorman's skin. Then you could have a suitcase that catches fire in the daytime to go with the one that catches fire at night. Hollow gator tooth. Condensed swamp gas. Bottle of bloodshine. I don't suppose you have a fence. I don't know why I expected to find a fence here. I don't suppose they have a fence. Old medicine show wagon overturned to the swamp. Most of its contents have long since hazardously dissolved into the local ecosystem, but there's probably some stuff left. We got rhino balm, tooth wax, mercury eyeballs. Eyeballs? Eyeballs. And more tooth wax. Nope. Nope. I know your car is. Found the truck. Really? Where is she? Where? Is she alright? Does she need anything? It's out of gas. And something ate the engine. Oh, let me say she. Rats. I don't know where I'll find a new engine. And I really need that truck back. I left an egg sandwich on the passenger seat. And I'm afraid by now the egg will have hatched. Take it easy, you two. There's no way this game's fucked up. Damn it. I just didn't want to deal with the frickin' fight. I didn't have a choice. Hi! Monster Club sash. Neat. Do I have yours done? I do. Do I have yours done? I do not. Do I have yours done? I do. Do I have yours done? I have not seen Moss Man. Do I have yours done? It turned out you were right. The honey ape is totally a real thing. Oh my gosh, really? I knew it. Here's your tracing back and the fingernail you wanted. Wow, huh? Something wrong? I guess I'm just torn between excitement, vindication, and the fact that this is a much grislier object than I realized it was going to be. Don't worry about it. The honey ape will be fine. It had 9 more. We got another Monster Squad badge. Hiccups, let's go. Barbara's hut. Oh, I can't get any grease out of the engine. Shrug back, what can you do? Ooh! This isn't so much a bird bath as a bird dirtier. Fish. What we get, what we get, what we get? Greenish brown muck eel. And some meat. Revolting snapper. And a flatfin mud squelcher. This cattail looks different from most of the others. Oh, it's a Tifa Panthera. Collect this mane. Oh, it's talking about the spotted ones. You cautiously enter the spooky hut and discover it's actually really nice inside. A young woman with a rather twig-oriented hat greets you. Oh, hello. Please do come in. I don't get many visitors apart from the birds. That might be in the wrong place. Are you Barbara Yargara? Barbara Yargara? That's correct. And you are? I'm Monobrow. A pleasure. Come in, come in. Go in. You probably shouldn't mess with this trapdoor without Barbara's permission, and probably all her birds' permissions too. This chest says nothing but rooks on one side and nothing but doves on the other. Bird. 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 Barbara's well-maintained arcane oven. Do some cooking. Don't care. Bird. Barbara does not appear to have set out a feast for her crows. Small bird bath. Ask Barbara about it. Huh, I've never seen an indoor bird bath before. Oh, that was a gift. It's too small for my birds, though. Oh, that's too bad. It's Barbara's vanity. You look at yourself in the mirror. Hi, Mono. Alright, Barbara. This is a really nice house. To be honest, I was expecting everything to be a lot more, you know, witchy. Oh, you've heard the old stories. Those were about my granny. She was really into croning. Croning? Being a crone, you know, all the really old traditional magic stuff. She lived to be nearly 200 years old. When she passed, she left me this house, and all her birds and so on. I see. Is that why you're here, chasing the old legends of Barbara Yargara? Well, not exactly. I met a kid who's into the old stories, but he was afraid you might be the child-eating kind of witch, so he sent me instead. That's adorable. I don't think I've ever eaten a child, but there's no telling what was in Granny's stews. I'm not sure if that was meant as a joke or... Sure! Anyway, I'm supposed to take back a feather. To prove that I've met you? Okay, I can't just give you one, though. Are you sure? Yeah, sorry. I have to give you some kind of test first. It's a tradition thing. What sort of test? Well, it's a lot of work keeping this room clean. What with the birds and all. I'm getting behind on my other chores. Ugh, chores. Or you could fight me. Fight you? Granny trained all these birds to be killers, but I haven't exactly been out looking for trouble like she used to do. So they could use some exercise, you know? Yeah, fuck it. Let's fight. Spooky. Immune to bleeding. I'm not immune to bleeding. Just like you're not immune to being zapped. She's invulnerable. Her. I like that. Pop. Let's set everyone on fire. Or plenty of people on fire. Let's just keep whacking the bird things. This Barbara's invulnerable. If I make the game pick for me, I will have to. Pop. Oof, well, good effort, great enthusiasm. I'm being pecked. No, Spooter. Got him. Punch it. Chomp it. What the hell? The way it just ran at me. Then it danced. This fight's weird. This fight is weird. Quit buffing the birds. No, Spooter! No cheese! You won! Barbara dusts herself off and tends to her birds. Wow, Oh, nice job. That was a real workout. Here you go. You earned it. You got an item. Barbara Yargara Feather. I'm doing that on purpose, by the way. Can I go downstairs now? Hey, Barbara, can I go downstairs? Can I go downstairs? No? Okay. What else did I need to do? I don't remember. Oh yeah, Moss Rock Grotto for Moss Man. There's a sad sign. Old house abandoned long ago in the swamp, half sunk in the wet muck that passes in these parts for roads. Might have been a nice family lived in that house one time. Now you look at it, it's a shame is all. Go inside. Bandit shot dead on the floor right in the foyer. Must have come here looking for treasure from the look of it. He wasn't the only one. Oh, the stink of death hangs heavy in this place, alright. Explore. Holy gosh, sitting room is littered with bodies. 3 more bandits, and the entire defensive line of the Ocean City football team. Obvious what happened. Bandits and football players got sold the same line on a buried treasure by some shifty rumor monger. Both groups came here searching for their fortune, ran into each other, and everyone got shot to pieces. Wherever that double dealer who sold them his hip is now, he'd better be smiling. Keep exploring. Oh! He's here in the kitchen, also shot. By a bandit and a linebacker, looks like. But he got him too. Poor pathetic souls. Keep exploring. Now the bedroom. The finish line. And here's who made it. Quarterback and the wide receiver. You'd figure they'd have been on the same side, but they shot each other in the back simultaneously. There's nothing in here but a single jewelry box on the nightstand. Ain't that funny? All that death for a couple trinkets. Nothing rots a person like greed. Leave the box where it is. It's done enough damage. Yoink! You got an item jewelry case. Continue where you were going. Oh, looky. Amethyst choker, porpoise rings, and a bottle cap ring. Shiny. All the items on this table are either made of or covered in moss. Moss, moss, moss. Ooh, gimme. Moss, moss, moss. Well, if this isn't the Moss Man that Kid was talking about, you've got a real unusual coincidence here. He doesn't exactly look fearsome, but if you're looking for a fight, it might be best to take advantage of surprise. Excuse me, are you Moss Man? Yep, that's me, Clyde Mossman. Pleased to meet you. Hi, I'm Monobrow. Welcome to my humble abode. I ain't getting many visitors, well, except some weird kid I always see peeking around the trees. Are you actually Moss Man? I ain't quite sure I get your meaning. That's my last name, like I said. Yeah, but are you a human person or some kind of moss swamp creature? I get that this is strange and a possibly rude question. Well, I weren't always this way, but I've been living in this swamp a long time. Just kind of dug in and got comfortable. The moss just sort of grows out of me natural-like now, instead of hair. I guess it happened so gradual, and I got so accustomed to it, it didn't occur to me to question it. Whoops, sorry. Didn't mean to give you some kind of philosophical crisis. No apology necessary, friend. But it is something I'm going to be chewing on for a while. Can I, have some of your moss? Excuse me? You drop an existential bombshell on me and now you're asking for part of my body? I'm really not in top social form today, I guess. I do need some of that moss, though. I'll tell you what. Help me solve this puzzle of whether I'm a man or monster, and I'll give you some moss. Well, let me have a look. This moss. Oh yeah, this is Sphagnum decidiosi. Decidiosi? I don't know. What's that when it's at home? It's sort of the moss version of a fungal parasite. It grows on animals that don't move around much, like sloths, and steals the energy and nutrients that would otherwise be used to make hair. Basically harmless. Well, that's a relief. If you ever feel a strong urge to get yourself eaten by wolves, though, I'd recommend trying to ignore that. Gotcha. So this means I'm a regular human? Well, yeah. With an asterisk next to regular, maybe. But yeah. Oh, he gave me his mustache. He gave me his fucking mustache. That sure is a relief. Let me give you some of this moss, like I promised. He peels off part of his mustache and hands it to you. You got an item. Moss Man's mustache. A lip-shaped slab of moss. Thanks. Say, are you a hobo? Well, ain't the thing about hobos that they're always on the move? I feel like I'm practically the opposite of a hobo. I happen to know a group of hobos that have settled down and built themselves a pretty nice camp. I bet you'd be welcome there if you're interested. Well now, I do value my solitude, but it certainly couldn't do any harm to visit and see. In fact, I do believe I'm due for a vacation. You mark the location of the hobo camp on Clyde's map, and he heads off into the swamp with a wave. Leave. That's it for the monster kids, I think. Gimme sack. Gator man, skin pants. Nasty pastry, swamp mushroom. I have so much money, I have no issue doing that. You! I'm at the moss man you were talking about. See, I told you he's real. Yeah, he's a pretty decent guy, actually. He gave me his mustache. Here. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. It happened. Oh my god. The kid happily sticks the mustache to his upper lip. How do I look? Mossy? This is the best day of my life. The kid takes your sash, pins another badge to it, and hands it back to you. We got one more. And guess what? You mean from one of her birds, right? Right, yeah, she doesn't have feathers herself. We established that. Good, just checking. Here you go. Wow, thanks, mister. What was she like? She was pretty nice, actually. You did the monster sash. You don't see it, but I got an achievement. The kid takes your sash, pins another badge to it, and hands it back to you. Nice. Hey, cat, can I pet you now? Oi. Oh, I just gotta tap a few of these people. Any chance you can get... Nope. How's the research unit going? Great. Pat the fingernail. Nice. Is that mustache swell? How am I supposed to be not alright? Or whatever. I don't know. I must have missed the part where the game told me where the kids went. You find the arm of a traveling salesman sticking out of the ground. Given the condition of an arm, it seems like the body it's attached to must have been down there for quite some time. Give me the ring. Cheddar stone ring. Cheddar armor. Adds +2. And then, let's give him a proper barrel. Every time you try to dig, the hole immediately fills up with water. You decide to just use the shovel to press the arm down below the surface and call it a day. It's a day. Damn, don't know where the egg is. Mr. Rat's hotel for working women in the docks. Let's go to Leather's Brothers. I see a plume of smoke coming from behind a nearby clump of trees and brush. As you draw near, the sounds of ragged cackling and giggling can be heard. Ooh, could it be a coven of real swamp witches? Sadly, no. But what you do find is possibly even weirder. A gang of scraggly-looking swamp hillbilly vampires tending a ratty old still. Oh, hi, you fellas cooking up a batch of corn? Nope, rats. Ew. Of course, now that you're here, a whole nother recipe comes to mind. Magic up a solution. I'm pretty sure you can't actually make booze out of blood. It wouldn't ferment. Why not? Blood sugar's a real thing. Yes, but I'd have to be so diabetic, I'd sweat pancake syrup. Look, maybe... Look, maybe I could set you up with some appropriate ingredients. A few quick mathematical calculations later, and you've opened a portal to the fruits and vegetables dimension and retrieved a bushel of custom bright red ears of corn. There you go, blood corn. I made it by crossbreeding regular sweet corn with blood oranges. Well, heck, I reckon that solves our problem nicely. Thanks, feller. A sec. Don't mention it. Nothing to see here. Ooh, what about this leather? Careful of him or he might tan your hide. Greet him.
Something to say about the dead gator? Swear I didn't know he was a mailman. Would never intentionally hunt a mailman.
What's wrong with killing a mailman?
Listen to yourself. Can tell you ain't a hunter, all right. Most any species is fair game for hunting, but mailmen are protected by international treaty. Last hunter I know who hunted a mailman got pulled up by the International Criminal Court and mailed to Mars.
I've never heard of an international criminal court.
Or you should have, so far as jurisdiction only extends to the hunting a mailman.
I never accused you of killing a mailman.
Oh, hell, me and my big mouth. He was in my way, you understand? Had no idea he was a mailman. Never would have touched a mailman if I'd known. And my brother, he had nothing to do with it, understand? I swear it.
So this tells me he didn't kill a mailman. His brother killed a mailman. He's covered up for him. Who are you?
Me? Ain't nothing to my story. I'm a hunter. Name of John Leathers. And if you can't tell from the accent, I'm from Albion.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
As a toddler, I hunted small game like mosquitoes and gnats. Then I moved on to foxes and voles and such as I grew up. I like the game over here, but I've got my eye on the greatest hunt of all.
Say humans, but lick your lips. Humans?
Big picture. I'd like to build a ladder to heaven so I can hunt the dinosaurs.
So I can hunt the dinosaurs. So I can hunt the dinosaurs. God damn it.
That's more of a 5 to 10 year plan, though.
I don't think that's how either ladders or heaven works, but maybe it's good to have a dream. Wouldn't it be more practical to build a time machine?
Now that just sounds ridiculous.
John wipes his brow with the blade.
Or, never been asked so many questions before. You can talk the talk, alright, but what about hunting the hunt? I got work that needs doing, but I ain't going out while they're searching the swamp for the sod who killed their mailman. They find me, I'm dead. You don't have to be a Leatherman to know which way the wind blows.
Sure, why not?
I love a positive attitude, and it's an easy job. 5 gator hides, that's all I need for my project. I even know a place you might find them. Scoped it out myself, see? Easy job, pays well, couldn't be easier unless it was a smaller number of gator hides.
What's project you're talking about?
Not too fast. I need to know I can trust you first.
I'll be going. What's in here? What's in here? What is this? Hunter's beans, a veritable hill of them. Man observes you with a monk-like serenity. Talk to him. Hi there. Looks like you've set up quite the trading post here in the swamp. John shakes his head. Paul can't
speak.
Can't or won't?
Don't.
How'd you become mute, Paul?
Now that's a very personal question.
Sorry.
Ain't a problem. It's just a hobby of mine to make observations on the nature of question. Basically, Paul lost his tongue in a poker game.
What? That's awful.
Back home, we play strip poker, high stakes, or not at all.
Can we trade? It is pretty fucking high stakes, my guy. Let me get a pickaxe. Oh, fuck it, let me get some duct tape. Maybe a sharpening stone. Maybe I'll sell you a crow bullion. Some extra shiny hex rocks. Some fish in a sack. See, with this game, I feel like I need like half this shit, even though it's stupid. A sack of genuine leather. Open it. It's empty. It's only made of genuine leather. It does not contain genuine leather. The ambiguity is clear now. And the person responsible for the original description has been sacked.
Wouldn't go in there if I were you.
Why?
Might not like what you see.
Go inside. Oh, it's empty. That egg is busted. Oh, shit.
Told you it weren't a pretty sight. I was looking forward to eating that egg all day. Come dinner time, I only went and bloody dropped it.
Is that a gator egg?
Nah, I think it's from a dog.
It's from a what? Sorry for your loss.
I bet. Nothing to see here.
Alright, let's go to the Gator Man village. Let's murder some poor Gator Man.
You again. I told you to get. Didn't I give you enough money for the bus? Well, here.
You gained 20 meat. What a bro. Gosh, thanks. Oh, it's dinner time in Gatorville. Looks like a nice fishing spot. Fish this spot. Oop. They're even bouncing out of the water. You find an empty bag nearby you can use to hold any fish. Slimy noodle fish. Next. Grody barf trout. Okay. Something. Fustulent gulch. Extra meat. These guys seem pretty focused on their meal. Their after-meal hygiene and their after-meal rest, respectively. Fight them. Oh, don't hit Barker, you bastard. Don't hit me neither. Alright, 11 Misty. 3 hits will kill him. That won't kill him, but it'll get really close. We can go here, go there, boop. Spooter v. Spooter. Boop. I think he lives. You know who doesn't live? This gator. It's okay. Hexrock will take care of him. Got him! You won! That'll teach these Gatormen to go around their regular daily routines while you're around. You gain 19 XP, 157 meat, a gator stick, nasty pastry, swamp mushroom. You also gather some gator hides for that hunter. 2 Gatorman hide. I need 3 more. Whoops, it's not too late to turn tail and run. Or we can just fight him. Oh, he screamed. Also, rock immune to poison. It's a weed lord. And scream mouth. He's gonna bite me, or he thinks he's gonna bite me. Mr. Rot Tooth's gonna get poked. And now Spooter and Barker are gonna take out Spooter. Oh, just Spooter. Man destroys Gator Man. It's a tale as old as time. You gain 19 XP, 108 meat, and a Gatorman hide. Oof. What's going on here? Oh, border blocks entrance. Push it. Hey, it's pretty easy to make this sound creepy by placing it in disturbing context, but they really outdid themselves here. Use gadget. This building is way larger than it looks from the outside and is absolutely full of sleeping Gatormen. Alright, wake some up. It's fight time, boys. It's fight time. Let's go. Let's go, Gators. As I attack him, I deal more damage. Oh. I have 2 AP, so I can almost kill the fire chef. Or I can use the wrong spell, so I'm just going to use the wrong spell twice. Oh Lord, it do be a Skuldor! What up? Internet is fixed for now. Monkey! You thinned the herd a bit. A group of gators is a herd, right? You gain 18 XP, 84 meat, Gator Man, skin pants, Gator Punch, nasty pastry. The only good Gatormen are fewer Gatormen. Have you? Have you, though? What happened here? Like magpies and shiny objects, gators are compelled to hoard all of Grandfather's items. Grandfather's chair. Just looks like Grandfather's bags. Go through them. You find a bundle of meat stashed in one of the bags. You gain 77 meat. Apparently, the creatures have no need of money. You wonder how they can afford the rent on this place. Grandfather's disgusting bird bath. Search. You're not sure this was a great idea. Ugh. Grandfather's teeth. Just sell them, I guess? Gatorman put the rocks away when they're done playing. There's a fucking ghost head. The walks are ridiculous. Is this a ghost? Well, this is hardly the strangest thing you've seen over the last few days. It's definitely pretty weird. It looks like a ghostly man. Mostly, obviously, his head. But you can just barely make out his body if you squint. You reach out to touch him, but your hand passes right through. He doesn't respond to any attempt to get his attention, but instead he seems focused on something you can't see to the left of that disgusting fly-covered meat hook. After a few minutes, the novelty sort of wears off, so you get on your way. So you get on about your business. Sorry. That ghost is staring intently at something. Is the wall funny? Nope, wall's not funny. Wall's not funny! Is it the tree? Oh, I fished over there. Maybe it's not the tree. Heck, I don't know. Let's go in this one. Oh, hi! The beasts are too enthralled by a strange obelisk to notice you. This beast prefers books to strange obelisks. Can I just go in? Oh, I can't. Fascinating. Hey, buddy. Hello? What's this? A long and knotty finger of eldritch energy. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. What did I break? Still weird. Oh, I can go over the sleepy boys. Oh, they're still sleeping. Lurk. Thank you, brother. Still weird. Touch it. It's gonna be a weird friggin' spooky puzzle, huh? Oh, we moved it. Does that mean since I've moved it, that, the beasts are too enthralled by the memory of the strange obelisk to notice you? Alright. No, that's fair. No, that's absolutely fair. Wait, what? I didn't use, but I didn't do the, okay. Okay. No, that's fair, game. No, that's fair. No, that's fair. No, that's bullshit, but that's fair. No, that's fair. Put my hat back on. And here we go. And here we go. Alright, alright, alright. What can we do here? What can we do here? Oh, we can go in here. Oh! Yeah, no, I'd look at it too then. Alright, well, I can talk to this guy now. You're not alone in this place. Say something. Something, haha. But it's backwards. Wait, I don't sound like that. I can see everything? What do you mean? In the portal, huh? In our world, in our world, in this one, and all the worlds in between. Ever was and ever will be. Everything that is to be known in the portal. I can see everything that... Oh. He's saying that in the portal he can see everything that ever was and ever will be. Everything that is to be known in our world, in this one, and all the worlds in between. Oh, I guess I could have kept going, huh? And I didn't have to hurt my brain. According to the Floating Man, all worldly knowledge is contained in this swirling, convulsing starfield, a kind of super-terrestrial library. Look inside. Your eyes bend to the writhing contours of the deep, black, and star-smeared tunnel. Preparing nervously to receive the sum of all human and extraterrestrial knowledge, you gain 6 XP. In the tunnel's bright center, you see a field, and a cow suckling a puffin. The farmer's watching. Anything else in there? Doesn't seem like it. That's fine, but I was hoping to find all world knowledge. There's nothing you're looking for in there. Well, poop. Touch. Whoa. The Floating Man does not even react to your presence. The portal affords him a window into a curious world that commands his complete attention. I don't think that portal contains the sum total of all worldly knowledge. I think it's just letting you look at a farm where a cow is nursing a puffin, and there's a farmer standing nearby and watching. That's all that's happening. He blinks backwards. You're really enjoying that, huh? Can't leave. Can't leave? Why not? Midnight Man? You can't leave because of the Midnight Man? Yes. Who the fuck is the Midnight Man? Hello? Midnight Man. That's all he's saying is just Midnight Man. Okay. Weird. We're going back in, though. Still weird. Hello. Nope, Midnight Man again. Where'd the portal go this time? Still weird. Not there. And not there. Portal's gone. Hello? Oh, where are you going? Okay, he went in here. I watched him go in here. Where the hell did he go? Friggin' puzzles. My brain's not big enough for this. They're napping. Back in I go. Hi! Sneaky little devil prances around like a jester, given free rein at court. This must be the Midnight Man. Whatever mischief is transpiring in this realm, you sense he's the lord of it. Whatever your vibe is, I love it. Thank you, thank you. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Hey, let that portal man leave this place. Hi. Is that a yes? He surely something you'll take in exchange for freeing that man. Oh, and don't call me Shirley. That's funny to you? Sense of humor is deliciously twisted. I don't know what you want. I'm stuck. Nobody gets out. I'll go anywhere. Still weird. Okay, so I need to...
That did something. I don't want the portal there. Damn. Damn. I feel like I should make him go in the house with the guy. I just have to figure out how to make him go in the house with the guy. Meaning I have to figure out how to make the house be there. So does that one determine... So I guess this one determines which building is where, and the other one determines where the portal is? He's not very helpful. Do I take away all the buildings, or do I force him to a portal? Oi. That's got a stupid idea. That's got a stupid idea, chat. Stupid idea requires me to not have the portal there, though. Let's reset everything. Remember how it let me push this again? Let's push it yet again. It's only 8. I can go get a muscle from booze. I can also just continue going through my inventory. Let's switch back to our compass. Switch back to whatever the hell we were wearing before. Here, let's go in here, let's go out here. Let's set both to south.
to force him in there. And through the... Hey, bud. Get in there. Hey, bud. Go in the portal. Hey, bud. Something has changed in the devil's demeanor. Got him. Fuck you, buddy. The antic hopping has ceased, replaced with perhaps a sobriety, a maturity. You. I spent so long thinking what I would do to you. Who trapped me in this cage? And as my hungry mind turned over thoughts of disembowelment and exsanguination, I was drawn more and more to the walls of my prison. Why, there is such life here. Considering the growth of the intrepid peat moss, the burble of the cheeky bog water, your world is quite simply beautiful. Is it? I never knew there could be such beauty such as this. Had I known, my goodness, had I known, I would have lived much differently. I would have truly lived. Thus I renounce mischief in all its forms. I dedicate my life to the care and cultivation of your glorious flora. I may become a, how do you say it? Gar-den-har? Yeah, that's how we say it. I will become a Gar-den-har. Okay, so will you release that man? Mr. Jeffers. Yes, I think that particular show has gone on long enough. Allow me to bring down the curtain and send him home. He burps. It's long and very loud, and he looks at you apologetically while he does it. After 3 minutes of noise or sustained noise and eye contact, it's over. And the gateway to his dimension has vanished. It is done. Now help me move this boulder out of the way so that we might both be free. Yes, let's. He broke it. Hey, bud, you aight? The man you saw in faded form floating in the shadow rift is before you now in flesh, as flesh and bone. You freed him. I don't know if he's as excited as we are, but whatever. He seems kind of excited. His fierce black eyes fix you with a wild glare. You, what time is it? Hold on, let me check my uncursed pocket watch. What year? 1928. Right, okay. Then I've been gone for 26 years. I'm gonna need you to fill me in on anything that's happened since 1902. Yeah, we'll do that. You provide a concise history of the last quarter century. Okay. Okay, thanks. Is that alright? Yeah, that's fine. Thanks, thank you. Disappointing to hear the watchful eye close its doors. Time to find a new job, apparently. At least this world always needs reporters. Who are you? Nose Jeffers. Reporters. Reporter. Sorry. What are we doing out here? I came here in 1901 to... Damn. I don't know astronomy. 1901 to investigate reports of a strange obelisk in the swamp. It was strange, alright. Took me to a new world, where I met the Midnight Man. He promised to show me all knowledge. You understand, for a reporter, that's an impossible offer to resist. Answers to the great mysteries of history, you know, like Neptune. What do we think's going on up there? Yeah, I don't know. And me neither, because I certainly didn't learn anything from what the Midnight Man showed me. But I did think if I stared at that cow and puffin long enough, the answers I sought would reveal themselves to me. And did they? No, maybe if I kept at it a little longer. There was one teat I never got a great look at. I have to go. Will you be alright? I'll tell you. After 26 years looking at what I was looking at, there's one thing I need, and that's a drink. And I'm sure not talking about milk. Oh, I forgot to tell you about Prohibition. Damn, they finally pulled the trigger on that, huh? I do know a place. The Purple Door. Look it up. Thanks, friend. I feel comfortable calling you friend at this point. See you there, maybe. Oh, and I should give you something for your trouble, huh? Grover Burgess, our old EIC, don't know if he's still around. He liked to put out a special edition on his birthday. August 5th. The one we ran a few years back, 1900, really broke the bank. If you could find it, I bet that'd be worth a lot of money now. Interesting. Good luck out there. And with that, he departs, wading through the swamp water and out into the world for the first time in over 2 decades. We saved a random person from the crazy man. Wait a minute. We came here to murder gators. I got sidetracked. We are here to murder gators. We need gator skin. Okay.
got sidetracked by the fancy obelisk. The game tricked me. Alright, what we got here?
I think I can kill him both right here. Booter will jump, then Barker will jump. Maybe? Oh, he poisoned, Oh, it's because he's filthy. Melee attacks inflict poison. Oh, well. You've thinned the herd a bit. Group of gators, blah, 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 blah. We got Gatorman hide. And that lets us go to... I forget. Leathers Brothers. You spot a shadow orb hovering around and decide to follow it deeper into the swamp. That might seem like a bad plan, considering the old stories about people following will-o'-the-wisps and becoming lost in the swamp forever. But a will-o'-the-wisp is a floating ball of light, and this is the opposite of that. So logically, this is actually a very good plan. Except for how it leads you right into a group of tentacly shadow monsters fighting. Oh, goodness! I didn't know we were playing that kind of game, chat. What the hell? What in the hell? You won! The goodness of your plan has now been proven. QED. Nice. Hey, buddy, I got your skin.
Any joy with those gator hides? Hope you ain't hiding them from me.
I've got the hides you needed. John chuckles inappropriately.
Need? Got some news for you. Don't need them. You keep them. That was just a test. Wanted to see if I could trust you with the real work. Seems I can. Ready for some real hunting?
What's real hunting?
Truth is, I got no need for 5 gator hides. My ambitions are far bigger. You met Paul. You know he's mute. I'm working to build him a leather tongue.
What the friggin' Christ? So what do you need for that?
10 gator hides.
I can do that.
Great, my brother will be thrilled.
So I need 4 more? That's weird. We're gonna sneak away. Because the Gatorman attacks me too, the little frick. Hey guys, I'm here to ruin your life. I need some... Hello? Friggin' Gator Weed Lord shoots lightning out of his butt. I'm just gonna mind melt this guy a couple times and then we'll punch this gator in the mouth. And mouth punch, get him. And chomp the spider. Huzzah! Next. It's 2 hides. I need 2 more. Hello, gators. No, please don't hit me in the mouth. Owie. Zap. Friggin' mush munchers. Oh, I didn't mean to set people on fire. I meant to use that. Oh well. Oh well. Let's work on murder and rage jerk. 1 more. I should have enough to kill him. No, not yet. Deal 10 to him. We can punch this guy in his noggin. He ate a mushroom. And it worked out for him. Last one he ate a mushroom got poisoned for 5. He's filthy. He's gonna kill my rock. And there's nothing I can do about it. Goodbye, rock. Oh, that was not a bite. That was very much not a bite. Oh, well, Mr. Mush Muncher, you sealed your own fate by increasing your mysticality. Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. I'm not really sorry. How many gator hide? Alright, let's try this again. Leathers Brothers. A portly man in a white linen suit, sitting in a wicker chair in a flat-bottomed boat, is being fanned by 2 large bats as he pulls his craft... What the hell? Through the murky swamp water. I say, pardon me, young man, but might I prevail upon you to lend me some navigatory assistance? I consider myself a man with a sense of direction, but I must admit this bayou has got me turned right around. Well, to start off, you're way too far west to call this swamp a bayou. Well, now, I may be just a simple country Dracula, but I'd have thought I could tell the difference between the bayou and some damn Yankee swamp. Have I really missed Louisville by that much? I'm afraid so. By more than 800 miles as the bat flies. Well, tarnation, I'll never make it to the Derby at this rate. And I was looking forward to that mint julep. Reckon I'll just have to do with a... Is your name Mary by any chance? No, it's Mono. A bloody Mono? Well, any port in a storm, as the poet said. Help him out. How about... Instead of drinking me, you let me put a couple of navigation and velocity spells on your boat. You can make it Derby in time for last call. Well now, son, if you can accomplish that, I'll be right indebted to you. You cast a charm on his boat to create a strong water current beneath it, and he zips away with it. Yeehaw. Navigation spells, on the other hand, are clearly not your thing, and anyway, you haven't got any idea how to get to Kentucky from here. That will probably be less of a problem for him than the fact that he's now traveling on running water, though. Ah, yeah, manpower, running water, got it. 10 Gatorman hides.
Beautiful. That's beautiful leather. It'll make a beautiful tongue. I can look at any animal and tell you what sort of tongue this hide would make. You don't believe me, do you? Go on, name any animal.
Whale.
Is that a trick question? I never heard of a whale.
Okay.
That's the tongue sorted. But without something to animate it, it's just a lump of leather flesh. What I need, mate, what my brother Paul really needs is the power of speech. So this next part is going to be much easier to explain if you've ever read The Little Mermaid.
I'm not hunting a Little Mermaid for you.
Don't need you to hunt a mermaid, mate. What you might not know is that the fairy tale about a little mermaid who gives up her voice is based on a real-life story of a gator man merman who traded his voice for a bucket of ham. That's what gave Hans Christian Gatorman the idea. I tracked that voice down to a fishing hole in the Gator Village. I told you before, I must have it. Anything for my brother. Family is everything, mate.
I better be going. He's weird. We're going back to Gatorman Village. A black shape looms into view. At first, it's difficult to make out from the silhouette, but it seems to be a massive shadow brute. Doesn't immediately react to your presence. Perhaps it's facing away. Although, again, it's hard to tell. From its movements, it seems to be eating something. Then another shape, a flappy, bat-winged shape, unfurls itself on the brute's shoulder and screeches noiselessly at you. The brute starts to turn around. Fight them. Yeah, we're just gonna toast them. Screw it. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. You won! You successfully banished the horrible creature back to where it came from. If only that were a little farther away. Alright, what's this? Must be the spot John mentioned. Fish this spot. You found something special. You got an item. Voice of a gator man. There's a cigarette tangled in the line. You got an item. One wet cigarette. Holy shit. Why do I have so much meat? Let's go back again. Oh, we're doing this again. Magic up solution, and we're out. What's our experience at? 670 friggin' 1. Okay. Let's upgrade cheddar armor. Let's upgrade I choose not to be cold. Oh, that one just continues going up. Nostradamus also just keeps going up. That heals more. Deals more damage. That gives Sleaze armor. Just permanently stacking, hello? Poor unfortunate mailman. Oh no, the Gator Man detective, you thought it was only a myth. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. You're a Gator Man detective, I presume. Presumption accurate. Accusing hunters, crimes grievous, butchering great gatormen, killing mailmen, despoiling land. Speak you, be accomplice? Or be ally gator? What I can say is I didn't kill that gator man. I wouldn't harm a scale on a gator's head. Telling truth? Or controlling glands? What will you do with those men? Mailmen dead, suspect hunters, have trial. Find guilty? Consume them. You're gonna eat them? Drink them? Could you let them go, maybe? Am unaccepting. Do justice. Liquefy them. Do a prison break. Listen, I beat up the big elephant, or the big gator. I ain't scared of you. Oh, I'm definitely not scared of you. This man didn't stand a chance. Let's see if the great detective can solve that murder. Gator cage key is your typical bone key for a leatherman's cage. And magnifying glass. Detectives use these to investigate tiny crimes. I mean, he definitely knows who killed him. Nah, you're right. Y'all get the hell out of here. What happened here? Got snatched. Sorry. Got snatched, didn't I? It's funny. I'm calmer than I thought I'd be. That mailman slot has been hanging on my conscience some. And I think I've been experiencing the claw of Johnny Law before too long. But Paul, he wasn't wrapped up in this. It's not fair he should go down too. Tear the cage open. Bam! You tear the cage open like a wet pinata. John looks at you in awe, like he's thinking of hunting you for your incredible hands. Close one, mate. That was a close one. Do you know it's occurring to me now? I think I've gone my whole life without ever genuinely thanking somebody. Just never came up. Nobody ever really did anything for me before. But you saved our skin. Alright. And you looked out for my brother, so here goes. He clears his throat. Thank you. You're welcome. Getting hairy out here, ain't it? Just want to find Paul a voice and be gone. Seemed like a close one with that gator man. I'll say, and yet, if it were him that killed my mailman, I would have done exactly the same thing. So I bear him no ill will, but I am happy he's dead. Voice of the gator man, in haste. John makes a sloppy grab for the jar, knocking and breaking the glass on his boot. A moan of anguished futility is cut short when a translucent yellow wisp rises up from the shards, dancing between the trees before shooting directly at Paul's nostrils. John cuts short his hoots of joy when Paul crouches over the spot where the gator man died, closes his eyes, and keens in mourning, his first noise with a new tongue. 'Tis a dark path we walk, Paul. Enough! Enough of obscene murder in asymmetric service to animalistic desire. Brother, you practice a violence that is worse than base, is vicious, is corrupt, is wrong. I call an end to all aggression. I call it now. At stake is the project of life itself.
Paul, what are you saying?
Then, Paul Levis says 3 words so painfully profound, they reduce his brother to contrite tears. I could do that too if I want. What? Hey, it's not important. Come on, tell me. Don't worry about it. Look, everyone's moving on already. John falls to his knees and weeps, moaning in anguish when he sees his reflection in the sodden swamp water.
Paul, the hunting, the killing, all of it. I did it to bring back your voice.
In finding me a tongue, you gave away your heart. No longer can I recognize our blood in the ocean of it you have spilled. I call you brother no more. Oh. This doesn't seem like a conversation I need to be here for. Leave this place, man.
This can't be goodbye, brother. I don't wish it.
No, if I see you again, it will be for the last time. I will use the last of my life to build a ladder to heaven of my own so I may protect the dinosaurs from men like you. Good stuff, everyone. Seems our paths are faded across. Everything's between you and your brother. He may be my blood, but I will no longer call him brother. Our blood is undone by all that which he has spilled in the causes of violence and vengeances. When next we meet, it will be in that azure empyrean upon the highest rungs of our respective ladders to heaven. So not great then. What will you do now? Build a ladder to heaven, which, as we speak, grows rung by rung. When will that be done? I expect not for several weeks. Alright, we'll eat later. No, the egg! Yeah, it did. And it's fan-fucking-tastic. They couldn't have gone very fucking far. Well, hunters, you paint 3 defenses. Did they go here? Give me the stuff. He's napping. So I take it the kids didn't come here? Oh, it's the gator man with the hat. Howdy. Hello again. Need weapon. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't have something that has 6 base? That. There we go. How about this dire corn holder? Yes, good. Weapon strong. Safe now. Thank human. No problem. You know, there's a bunch of hobos collecting in the camp outside of Ocean City. They're pretty accepting people. I don't think they'd mind you joining. Plus, it'd be handy to have some muscle around the place. Sound good. I go. He waves goodbye and stomps out the door. And more bugs. Did they go to the riverboat? They couldn't have gone very far.
You again? I told you to get. Didn't I give you enough money for the bus? Well, here.
And 16 more meat. Little does he know, I can ride the bus for free. Alright. I forgot I ate the damn menu. There's that stinking thing. Let's go back up. Go upstairs. Did I ever learn the password for this? I don't remember. Wait. I do remember that stupid ass paper. I just gotta find it. There's some really, really stupid paper somewhere. And I have no idea where the fuck it's gone. Hello? It's just my dog. Is this it? Nope. Oh, hi, doggy. Nope, that's not it either. There was a paper about that, like, explained the stupid friggin' unless it's in my damn inventory. Oh look, more jewelry cases. Oh, I can smoke the cigarettes. Briefcase full of meat, 500 meat. Oh, not in there. It's a quest item. Something around here somewhere says something, something, something. Or I can just cheat. I cheated, chat. I'm sorry. I looked up the code. I looked up the damn code because I couldn't find the damn thing. I'm sorry. We have a toilet. 3 outhouses, 2 alike in mysticality, i.e. low to none, and 1 major outlier. On the back of the open stall door is something quite unexpected. Step through the time portal. You step from the outhouse into a beautiful day. The sky is blue and bright and glistening. The glistening deck freshly swabbed, and the passengers hale and hearty and freshly swabbed. You exist in a moment of joy, a frozen tear on a warm cheek. Wow. I've never met Mr. Longerfellow. Pencil in hand, the passenger muses over his missive. It's a letter in progress. Oh, Martha, I was never fit to be a husband, so long as my mind was cursed to generate my great ideas. For example, if we twist the cow differently, might we produce not milk, but cheese? I must be free of our marriage if I am to pursue this notion. I trust this clears up why I dove out of the car so suddenly. Fuck. If I don't see a whale in this cruise, I will simply throw up. Deckhand stands where the crow was, or rather will. Afraid there's no access to the promenade right now. The stewards are tastefully arranging lunch, and the slightest disturbance could throw off the tastefulness. What do you make of Captain Dan? The captain's disciplined, alright. No mistake. I like the joke that Dan's plan stands for disciplined and no mistake. Yeah, he did. I think the boat's gonna crash. Sea travel's perfectly safe, I assure you. Statistically, it's more dangerous to ride a motorcycle into the ocean. You have to stop the boat. Stop the boat. The captain wouldn't hear of it. He took his charter to show all the guests the time of their lives, and that's just what he means to do. Captain Dan isn't human. There's no worse slur than calling a sailor inhuman. I'll put up with landlubber's slander when you're on your turf, but I won't hear a word of it at sea. How do you transform into a crow in the future? Hope not. Left my crow phase behind in my 20s like any lad. Hey, shit good. What's good, you fuck? Fine day for a crab lunch, eh? Ah! The crown sparkles like a well-brushed tooth of an ice troll. Speak with its owner. Fine cruise, sir. Look, this boat is going to crash. Yes, and I think you should not be here when it does. She has not looked at you once this whole time. Who are you? Who am I? I am multitudes, sir. To one, I am one thing. To another, another. To some, I am a riverboat passenger. To others, a countess of the city of clocks. Nice crown. Tiara. Can I have the tiara? I am sure you can possess it, but I do not believe it can ever be had by anyone. Where'd you get it? It was gifted to me by a scientist that sacrificed his heart for a city that had stopped breathing. What city is that? It is dead and buried. Let it remain thus. You seem interesting. Indeed, I bear many curses. How much for the tiara? It has a price, yes. 100 meat. Cash is more straightforward than I expected. I do not tell you what I want. I tell you what the price is. Show her the ruined tiara you found in the hold. She barely glances at the tarnished double of her glorious crown. I have looked upon my bones before, and I expect I shall again. Oh, okay. I'll buy it. This is a purchase by you of a city from its final countess. Neat. A fine cruise to you. Goodbye. Much longer boat than this at home. Jesus Christ. I don't suppose there's any way I can save this boat, eh? It'll just be another moment for your crab lunch. The stewards are working overtime to kill the crab. I'm sparkly. Stop. Eh, whatever. That literally... Was that literally just to get this stupid tiara? Yeah, whatever. Let's go to the quarry. Let's get that cleaned up. Oh shit. You notice a little cluster of smell-felling? Okay, brain. Let's try that again. You notice a little cluster of foul-smelling flowers. Because of college, you know that the foul smell comes from some nasty juice inside the plants. Collect the juice. Yum, yum, nibble, nibble. Hey, Feldman Quarry. That's a lot of stuff. Rock has an X painted on it for some reason. This rock is wearing sunglasses. And you have a shadow elixir for me. There's some hobo code painted on this rock. Translate it. The code reads X marks a vein of rock candy ore. Huh. So this is rock candy? Mine it. Pure rock candy. Worth a small fortune to the right buyer. Dump truck sits beneath the chute. Blah, blah, blah. How does this work? Reload. Let me crush it. Oh, we gotta wait. Crush it. Pound it. Oh, I need to swap units because I need 3 centimeters. Polish. Polish. Pound. Fuck. Reload. Stop the ish. Pound. Pound. Pound removes 11. Crush removes 13. Polish removes 1. Reload. This seems like it removes her percentage, so let me do 2 pounds. Crush. Another crush. Hey, hey, gimme, gimme! Yes! A dump truck full of hard-won macadam. Drive it back to Rhonda. Really? You don't even know who this truck belongs to. Yes, really. You're really just gonna steal it? You know that's a crime, right? I'll bring it back. Well, you promise? Yes, I promise. Okay then, as long as you promise. Come on, let's go. Hi. I got your fuel. No shinola. If there's any in there, I got it all out. Let's have a look. Well, look at that. No legs at all. Oh, geez, did I mess it up? No, it's a good thing. It means you got rid of all the water. Don't see any dirt in here either. Nice work. Thanks. Here's your macadam, madam. Okay, give me a hand spreading these out and tarring them. Blah, blah, blah. Your plane's stuck. Consider your options. There's no way. Beast of perk. Herd. Heavy industry, telekinesis. Leverage. Some kind of big magnet. Faith. Procrastination. Let's go hoist it. Fuck it. There's no plane so diagonal that it can't be straightened out via the sufficient application of force. You crack your knuckles, bend your knees, and haul the entire plane out of the mud with a mighty single heave. Hoorah! Its butt is dirty. Plane is now parallel with the ground. Its butt is dirty. Poor plane butt. It's Rhonda. Hello again. I got your plane unstuck. I saw that was a hell of a trick, I gotta say. I am duly impressed. Aw shucks. She's still caked in mud and weeds and all, but I guess that comes with the territory, in a literal sense. Nothing a little elbow grease can't correct. Plus maybe a little regular aircraft grease. I guess you're all set then. Hey, we got another hat for the Only Hats guy. Let's go. Looks like it. Got my plane, fuel, and runway all sorted out. Thanks a ton. Couldn't have done it without you. You know, you could have had a career in aviation if you ever decide to give it up. What do you do? I'd rather not attempt to explain it. Gotcha, I've had jobs like that. Well, I haven't got any meat on hand to pay you for your time, but here, let me give you this spare flight helmet as a souvenir. You got an item. Leather aviator helmet. A stylish leather helmet that will help you convince everyone that you're a celebrity aviator. +1 mysticality, +1 moxie. Oh, neat, thanks. You earned it, pal. Keep her flying. Good luck. And she's gone. And she's gone. I should take this back. A dump truck from Feldman Quarry. See, I returned it, game. I honestly walked up to the truck to see if I could. I would have left it. I should have left it. Go loud. English hard, brain. English brain hard. Brain hard. Brain hard. English brain hard. Don't care. Don't care. Done you. You have anything new to say? All of your mess is hardtack. Hardtack's about all we eat. It's rebone too. Found the company truck. You're meant to be finding the company son, Tom Chap. The truck's the key to finding the son. It is? Then where's Tom? Let me get back to you on that. It's looking more and more like Tom ran away. If that's true, it doesn't matter. You find him and bring him back here. That young man has a responsibility to largemouth bass and sons. Alright, his diary. Seems he's planning to take the truck and drive to a nearby Gatorman camp to ensure he wasn't followed. How'd you piece that all together? It was on a page he said contained information of no consequence, but in fact the information there was very pertinent indeed. Then why did he say it was of no consequence? I don't understand. Is this the irony that I hear is fast poisoning your generation? No, he didn't want you to fucking read it. Fucking moron. Alright, what about you? I found these teeth under a pillow. Those are mine. You believe in the tooth fairy? No. I found the company truck. Truck? Are you trying to say Tracy? Kathy Tracy? No, find the truck will help Kathy. It's looking more like Kathy ran away from home. You can see this. Ain't Adam Tracy pours over the letter, his brow sinking into deeper furrows with each line. Ain't never, ain't I? My friend, those are the vulgar contractions of Occam's Gator. I didn't give Kathy a copy of Jane Eyre to ever contract improperly. No, this letter is an obvious ruse, friend. Occam's clumsy attempt to throw us off the... Face it, Tiger, your daughter ran away from home. I'm yet to see any evidence of that. Jesus fucking Christ. I have to fight him. If I don't fight him, I get a fucking debuff. Oh, look! I wonder where this is going. It's going very squiggly is where it's going. Very, very squiggly. Yay. Ding. Hey, Hex Rock grows stronger. I honestly feel like I just need to wander around the fucking truck. If it's just gonna keep giving me Cryptobotanist, though. Damn. Wander. More plants. Wander. It's the friggin' vampire again. Help him out. All of a sudden you hear Gator Man screaming wildly to your left. Ah! And then just suddenly another Gator Man starts screaming to your right. What the? Hear an angry snarl behind you and turn around. Another Gator Man! Oh no! Oh yes! And then you hear someone say, ugh, behind, or ugh, behind you. So you turn around again. There's another Gator Man, you're surrounded. Oh crap. Fight them. Not the Weed Lord. He got the shit kicked out of him. Alright. Let's hit the Mush Man. Is he gonna die to that poison? Probably not. No, he only has 10. I call it poison, it's bleeding. Whatever. 15, and he's gonna eat a mushroom, so we'll get rid of this guy, because he's more important to get rid of. Boop. And chomp. If that's enough to get rid of Mush Muncher, since he poisoned himself like a moron. Go ahead and toast this guy. Whistling Man paddles a canoe through 2 inches of swamp water. He hits a rock and capsizes. In the very shallow slime, he thrashes and splashes, screaming about gators. Calm him down. You take the anxious fellow's arm and set him to on his feet. You tell him calmly that he's in no more danger in 2-inch water than he is anywhere else in the swamp. If a gator wants him dead, he will be. You promise? He says. I promise. He thanks you. Weird. What a weird... Hello. Hold on, are you Tom and Kathy? Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy? The boy nods slightly. He can see you've put in the work to remember their surnames, and though you may be at cross purposes, respect must be paid. Who wants to know? I've been looking literally everywhere for you. Really, lots of times when folks say literally, they're not using it right. When people say it's literally raining on my wedding day, they're not talking about actual rain. I actually do mean it, though. Oh. Take a last look. We're on the next bus out. Your folks back home think you were kidnapped or eaten. That's so utterly typical. They can't even conceive that someone might not want to live the same small, little bass, largemouth bass life that they do. It's not even a life. Not for us, it's not. The kind of life we want to lead, it's only possible in the city. What kind of life is that? I'm gonna start a business making wigs for judges. Is that a job? Is he? Are you? And then they laugh at me. Don't be rude. God, I'm sorry, but you gotta... I mean, that's like asking if cobbling is a job. Is cobbling a job? No, you're not gonna get me with that again. I don't think judges wear wigs in this country. It's gonna be an international company. That's where the money is, if you know anything about business. I need to take you back to your parents. How did that? You need to take us back, like a bass needs bones. We're not going back, pal. Not ever. Largemouth Bass and Sons is a trap. All we can ever do there is repeat the same old toxic patterns that our fathers did. Our grandfathers did. Debone the fish, rebone the fish, debone the fish. What's the point? It's a mindless life, and it's never gonna change. No, pal. Not for us. Better to die in poverty than to live a largemouth bass deboner or reboner. Unfortunately, I was hired to bring you home. Listen, friend, we're not going back. There's nothing and nobody that can make us. Please? Fucking excuse me. It's fucking real. It's fucking real. The whole fucking time. It's been fucking real. Is this real life? Hell. It's fucking real. No. Occam's Gaither. You have no power here. Stand back, I'll deal with this. You don't know what you're dealing with. Occam's Gaither is... Well, he's the bane of our lives. Our family's lives. He has haunted us. Tortured us. Before I was ever born. What does he want? Back. Did you just say back? Miserable back. We will be miserable if we go back. The gator sneers. To your surprise, the beast apparently has no intention of killing or eating the children, but means to return them home to Largemouth Bass and Sons. But why? Why would it care? You want them to be miserable? Oh yes, miserable back. I don't know what Occam's Gator wants except our whole family to be miserable. I don't know why else he torments us. What's your problem? Misery. You just want to cause misery? Bass misery. The Largemouth Bass and Sons specifically. Why? God. What God? Misery God. You have a God that wants to cause misery to Largemouth Bass and Sons? Aw, man. What religion is this? Where do I sign up? Occam's Gator. Now you leave these kids alone. Thank you, but there's no shaking Occam's Gator when he's got his mindset to a thing. Mindset. There's gotta be a way we can work this out. Violence. Apart from that, violence, misery. Change Occam's mind. The monster abides by its own obscure ethos, but perhaps you can outthink him. If you let them go, you'll cause more misery to their families. Largemouth Bass and Sons is totally reliant on these children to prop up their failing company. The whole thing is a joke. Without Tom and Kathy, it will all slide slowly, but irrevocably, into a long, painful era of decline, over which looms the grim terminus of business death. That's true. Occam's Gator seems to be giving it some thought. Just something to consider. A slow smile creeps across Occam Gator's face. He keeps on growing until he's made a complete... keeps on growing until it's made a complete ring around his head. Can you teach me how to do that? I kind of wanted to fight it. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wanted to fight it. I want to beat its ass. I don't know what to say. Nobody's ever stood up to that thing before. Dad even tried to give him a cut of the business to leave us alone. You mean what you said? You think the business will fail without us? Yeah, probably. Huh. We're doing the right thing. If I was 100% sure of that when we left, I'm now 98% sure, which is still still very high. Yeah, that's pretty high. Well, thanks, mister, anyway, for getting Occam's to take a hike. Except the meat and not at Tom. I know it's not much. Oh, but would you want this? Free sample? Judge's wig! Oh, another hat, boys! Enjoy that, but mind you don't combine it with the jury's wig and the executioner's wig. Nobody should have that much power. Hold on. Are you still trying to take us back? To Largemouth Bass? Get out of here. Thank you, Father. Huh? Oh, you said blessing, so I just assumed. No, it's fine. It's still nice to have your blessing anyway. Thanks. Have a good life, mister. I know we will. Goodbye, then. I'd say Occam's Gator got him. Fuck it. Oi, Gator Man! I just saw the biggest gator to ever gator, and y'all gonna try to fight me now? 8. Oh, it's the Weed Lord. Get him. We gotta beat the Weed Lord's ass. He has 5. He has 10. Mush Muncher's next. We're gonna fork the gator. That sounded wrong. Owie. I should chomp the spider. I didn't think about it. He's healed himself, it's fine. And be gone, Gator! You won, jeez, maybe that'll teach him not to sneak up on a guy like that. Sniffle. Fishies. Fishy, fishy. You're gonna like this. Too late, friend. Tom's gone. Sorry, let me grab a drink and then I can use his voice again.
Too late, friend. Tom's gone. I've received a telegram from him with news that he's in the big city, thriving as the head of his own business, manufacturing wigs for judges.
Wait, he's already set up a business? It's already thriving?
Yes, it's fast, I know, but judges' wigs are a gold mine, and I can tell you don't have business instincts, or you'd have recognized that right away.
You worried about the future of the business without Tom?
Succession's only an issue if I die, wouldn't you agree? And that's far from inevitable, especially if I invest in a good helmet.
What? Occam's Gator's real, I saw him.
In the shower, yes. No, it's just that's mostly where I see.
Can I still get that fishing rod?
I don't have the rod anymore. When I got that telegram from Tom, I threw it into the sea. Let the fishies have it. I figure they'll use it to destroy each other, and we'll sweep in to pick up the pieces.
Sorry about your son.
Do you know I'm actually proud of him? I always thought he was a dreamer. Never realized he had those killer instincts for business. Oh yeah, he's a good sort, Tom. Maybe I've been unfair to him.
Be seeing you. Hi, cat. I can't pet the cat. As you approach, the cat raises a quizzical eyebrow. I don't know what you're talking about. I certainly didn't have anything to do with helping Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy flee their largemouth bass fishing fathers. The cat only chuckles in response. What's your name, girl? The cat points to its collar. Charybdis. Oh, didn't even need to ask, I guess. New cat unlocked. You can now pet Charybdis to receive a boon. Pet her now. The loyalty of fisher cats is not easily won, but once it is won for life. You pet Charybdis. Unfortunately, that's about all that loyalty is good for. You gain effect. Charybdis' boon. 20% to item drops. I'm gonna talk to this fella now. Hey, bud. This is Adam Tracy, Chief Deboning, blah, 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 blah.
Don't you dare show your face around here, you dithered. And now Kathy is lost. I've received a telegram from her, and now she's throwing her life away chasing the Judge Wig dreams of youth.
Occam's Gator's real.
Yeah, I know.
Are you concerned about the future of the business without Kathy?
We will suffer the setback, as we've always done, but our plan to rebrand as Largemouth Bass and Sons and Daughter will have to be put on hold. A pity. The name rolls off the tongue, which would be appropriate, as that's how we slide the fish bones out.
Excuse me! No, I don't know. No. Sorry about your daughter.
I hope she realizes the mistake she's made. Her mother always told her, don't throw away your life for a man like I did.
Meaning you?
Huh. Now that you mention it, I wonder.
I'll be on my way. Cat. Fishing cats are slow to trust. Try to pet her. Hey! When she sees you, the cat leaps into your arm and licks your cheek with the vigor and sloppiness of an animal 10 times her size. Well, hey there, girl. What's your name? The cat nods at its collar. Scylla, it says. Scylla, huh? What was that big lick for? The cat nods at the other side of the collar, which says, you didn't go against the family. New cat unlocked. You can now pet Scylla to receive a boon. Give her a pet. Scylla is meat drops. Give me more meat drops, actually. I have way too many items, and I'm just gonna hoard them. Because I know me. I know how me works. Side quests. Rufus, Will Hunter, I need to paint his fucking fences. What the hell are these fences? Does Barbara have a fence? I think I can get away with just doing this. We're done yet. Get 'em. Hey, fuck it. Get me out of here. What if it means any fences? Because weren't there like a fence near Dirch's? Like I was gonna go to the hobo camp, but now like I'm thinking, didn't Dirch have a fence? Dirch does have a fence. Does this work? It is any fences. I know there's one in Crystal Dream. I know there's one in Crystal Dream, and I know it's at the fucking pet store. And I also know. Give me soda. Check the meat return slot. Oh, free meat, baby! Or free soda, baby! Hey. Wait. It's already clean. Was there one at the frat houses? Like in behind the plant frat house. That's not the plant frat house. That is. Isn't there one like back here? Like in the corner beside that one guy? Hello. Aha! Huzzah! Now let's go back to what's his butt. Will, that's his name. More fight. More tentacles! More poison. More acid. More ding. Nice. Careful now, my boy's been radicalized up in the old secret treehouse. Ha! Excuse me? Oh well. Now that's funny. Earlier there wasn't an old bushy bearded man in the treehouse, but now there is. Not haha funny, but Harhap? Why, mister, it's me. It's Will Hunter. It worked. You lifted the curse with nothing more than a paint and a brush. Alright. Alright, look at me. I can waggle my toes and waggle my nose. I got bones in my hips and blood on my lips. I'm a boy again. I got my old flesh back, mister. Tain't never been better. That's great, Will. Only thing is, I still got tree sap coming out when I sneeze. That's a different curse. Can I help with that one? Nah, the thing is, that curse can only be lifted with the power of imagination, which, as an adult, you've lost. Why are you old? Old? Will Hunter old? I tell you what, mister, you're only as old as you feel. How old do you feel? Early 70s. Will pats his gaunt stomach. Suppose I had packed on the years, kept on growing up while I was in that tree. In some ways, I was probably better off staying a tree, because then I would have lived just about forever. But nah, I gotta be a human. Else how would I do my mischief? What mischief? Various mischiefs. Can you give me an example? May have skipped out on Sunday school once or twice. Anything else? Stole a horse station. Never heard of a horse station. Because it ain't there no more. What will you do now? It's been a while, but I seem to remember that on the day I was supposed to whitewash that fence and instead went trout fishing, I was also due down to the courthouse to help a man wrongly accused of murder. How long ago was this? July. What year? I'd say 1876. It's 1928. Yikes, reckon I shouldn't stop for breakfast then. Let's hope no trout distract you on the way. Why, you hear about some? I'm leaving. Well, I'd better be off. Hold on now, you got me out of that tree, sir, and Will Hunter won't let that go unrewarded. I suppose I can accept. Not so shiny marble. Suppose you can. I want you to have this. 'Tis my greatest treasure. The shiniest thing Will Hunter got. A sure enough crystal. Thanks again for painting them fences. What's this? Why, that's a bona fide marble, mister. You can play with it, keep it in your pocket, put it in your mouth to talk worse. I'm gonna leave now. You're weird. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of experience. I have a lot of stuff. And with that, I'm going back to Ocean City. And with that, I am going to... I have to use the restroom, so I'm going to go ahead and run an ad. So everyone else, go ahead and run to the restroom as well. It is break time for everybody. Run off, grab a drink, go take a pee, do whatever you got to do. We will be back in a whole ass minute. back, chat. He's back. Barely made it. I barely beat it. What were we doing? I don't remember. Mostly because my brain doesn't work. Fish and chips again. Dude. Screw it. Ooh, I just thought of something I want to do. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Was it this quarry? One of these turds. One of these freaking turds has a safe. I think it's this turd. Oi. Oh, I can't do it anymore because he's a people. I shouldn't have made him people. I think they were happier as frogs. Whatever. We're going to fish and chips. Walking down a hallway in SIT's math department. You pass a chalkboard with a bunch of complicated math scribbled on it, with a circle drawn around that and the note, "Do not erase." Feeling waggish and rebellious, you erase just the circle. Unfortunately, it turns out that the circle was keeping the math on the chalkboard, and it all flies off to attack you. Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Solve the equations. Thinking quickly, you rearrange, reduce, and resolve the equations down to a single zero, which winks out of existence. Calculator. Ugh, that was a pun. That was a calculator. That was a pun. That shit hurt. Like, I know I'm Pun Master General, but god, that hurt. I thought I had 9 muscle. Oh, I can have 9 muscle. Maggot gives me 1. And I have pants to give me some. I think it's the gator pants. This is mine now. Oh! I can now go underwater at that one place. Everything's working out, I guess. I have so many Gator Man skin pants, it's not even funny. Hi, Greasy Steve! Greasy Steve is too busy eating to nod, so he winks at you instead. Can you not wink at me again, my guy? Greasy Steve swallows and drags his sleeve across his mouth.
Hey kid, good to see you. Have a french fry.
They have fries here? I didn't see that on the menu.
I bring my own from home.
I'll pass, thanks. What's the job?
The boss has decided we need to send a message to Congress. Chutney. You familiar?
Sure, a message is when information is conveyed from one person to another.
I met with the congressman.
Never met him.
His son Chadley is a student here. Lives at one of the frat houses, Zeta Omega Omicron.
I know the place, so?
So we're gonna make young Chad sleep with the fishes.
Whoa, whoa, I didn't sign up for... Greasy Steve passes you a large sack of rotting fish. You got an item, bag of rotting fish. Oh, well, I didn't sign up for this either.
Look, all you gotta do is get in the kid's room. It's a lead pipe cinch.
I don't know what that means, but okay. I guess. Alright, Zeta. I'm gonna join in. Oh, hey. Mine. You said Flemberg's tiny workshop up on your desk. Time to get the tiny work. And we stole that whole ass, Let's go back to Zeta. Is this the room? Oh, it's the bathroom. Aw, I've already done that. Oh, yeah. You sneak into Chad's room and dump the rotting fish out onto his bed. After tonight's inevitable rager, he'll stagger back to his room and pass out without even noticing them. The perfect crime. Bada bing, bada boom. Back to fish and chips. You wander into an empty classroom and find a blackboard filled with complex physics equations. Memorize them. You commit all the equations to memory. You don't know what any of it means, but you know you'll do okay on the midterm. Move along. Hey, bud, I did it.
So how'd it go, kid? You got some news for me?
Yeah, the kid's bed's full of fish. It was a lead pipe cinch, like you said. I still don't know what that means, though.
Nobody does. That's what makes it such a great turn of phrase. Anyway, nice job, kid. Now Congressman Chutney's really know who he's dealing with.
He sure will. Briefcase full of meat. Go back home. And get our 6 Hondo meat. Hey, bud. What's for sale? I'm gonna buy a medal and get even more experience, because I'm not swimming in that. Actually, second thought. Big Moist. Dolphin House. Click the juice. Because I can go in the basement. Presumably. Haha! Go downstairs, diving helmet. Oh, I'm even slower. Or I'm even slow down here. This box contains the exact right amount of air to make it float like this. Nature really is glorious. Wiggle wiggle. These dry goods have been forced by circumstances to no longer refer to themselves that way. See if there's anything good. The only container that didn't spring a leak, or rather get a leak sprung into it, is this can of fuck it. This creamy leek of potato soup is meant to be served cold because Vichy chefs are traditionally very lazy. These sadly ruined books all have titles like Solved Mysteries and Exciting Tales of Non-Violent Crime. A sunken chest, what terrible secrets might it contain? Open it. Ooh. What's a chest full of riches? Possibly cursed riches. Not that a possible curse is going to stop you from taking them, of course. Let's wiggle in this direction now. What's in the barrels? It's hard to tell how rusty these barrels were before the basement flooded, but it's also not important that you know that. It no longer matters whether this machine is hooked up to the water supply or not. Look inside. Somebody left a scarf in here. You got an item. Clammy scarf. It's the second wettest scarf you've ever owned. Wait, second wettest? As fuck, excuse me? If there was any evidence of the scarf being used to strangle someone to death, it's all been thoroughly washed away. So did I just miss a ghost here, or was the game just fucking with me? Because honestly, I believe the game would just fuck with me. But also, it's very possible I've just missed something. Screw it. Can't be bothered. Ocean City. Boardwalk. Wiggle, wiggle. Let's bring out the lichen. You know what time it is. It's time for only hats. Or if we get anything for this. Does he actually say anything? No, he literally, it's the exact same fucking... No matter what you wear, it's the exact same fucking response. Which is kind of upsetting, I'm not gonna lie. I literally rolled up in there with a fucking maggot on my head. And he's just like, oh, neat, a hat. Can I get there? Ugh, at the moment, I can't. Back to Plunkett. Oh. Parker decided he was thirsty. Oh, there's a message. Oh, Christ on a cracker. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Call Don T with a phone number. Call the Bob back. Oh my God! Not again. Oh no. I was right. I was right to be scared and upset. God damn it. Salutatory greetationing the person who has activated this telephonic mechanism and with whom you are now conversating is known as Don Toblerone. I thought your boss said you had to keep it brief now. We devised and then agreed upon an arrangement deemed satisfactory to both parties. Let me guess. You're paying the phone bill. Your guessing prowess is preternaturally efficacious. That's what they tell me. You got another job? Once again, the particulars of this undertaking are being held in escrow and will be transmitted to you oraliously? I don't fucking know. By our colleague who Greasy Steve got it by. Thank you. I'm going to bed. Fuck this man. This is mine. I wasn't ready. Tentacle buddy. Go to sleep. A disconcerting dream. Oh, well. First off, where's my eyebrow? Why do I have hair? Today's October 20th, 1902. My diary. Write today's entry. The diary of Margaret. Age 9. All is got to keep out under penalty of law. Dear diary. Yesterday, our dog Daisy died. Papa said it was bound to happen because she was older than me, which isn't old for a kid, but is really old for a dog. He said we'll get a new dog soon, but I was sad anyway. Some birthday. At school today, the teacher asked what we want to be when we grow up. I said I'll be God, because... Well, I know who this is. Because then I can make sure all the dogs live a long time and always happy. Everyone laughed, and that jerk, Billy Gribsley, said a girl can't be God. So I said I'll be president instead because that's nearly as good. He said a girl can't be president either. Well, I'll show him. I'm going to make all kinds of laws about being nice to dogs. And I'll make being a jerk illegal too, so Billy Gribsley goes to jail and can't eat nothing but bread and water forever. So there. Oh, we grew it up. Your desk covered in Ocean City paperwork. The Crimbo hat. He has a Crimbo hat. Poindexter, your insufferable bean counter. See what he wants this time. What is it, Terrence? Madam Comptroller, I merely need your signature on these budget revisions. With this, the remainder of funds currently allocated to municipal services will be redirected to your shadow presidential campaign and your other projects. That sounds a bit obvious. Rest assured, I am only sparing you the details, which you have made quite clear to me that you find intolerably boring. The transactions will be meticulously obscured through shell corporations, cutoffs, offshore accounts, and the likes. Alright, good. You'd better not be skimming more off the top than I'm willing to ignore. Certainly not, Madam Comptroller. Signed documents. It's time to record the announcement of your candidacy for Shadow Presidency. Do it. Alright. Ahem. Attention, peons. Aw, geez, don't call them peons, ma'am. And, please try for a less totalitarian tone generally. Right. So something like... I want what's cooking, my pals, but as soon as I looked at these, the first thing I thought was, howdy, folks! Too folksy, ma'am. This isn't Arkansas. Alright, how about, what's cooking, my pals? Wow, no, much too casual. Nobody would buy it. I hated saying that anyway. How about, my fellow citizens, good evening, I'm Margaret. That's weird. The levels went all funny when you said your last name. Don't worry about it. Hereby announce my candidacy for Shadow President. Vote me or else. Nope, sorry ma'am, no. Ugh. Start out by explaining who you are. Most of them probably don't pay much attention to local politics. Alright. In my role as Ocean City's comptroller, I have made it my mission to rob you suckers blind from my own nefarious deeds. Make sure you all get exactly what you deserve. What? Well, look, I get it. Double talk is fun. It makes you sound kind of sinister. You'd be better off just lying. Eliminate waste and graft in the city's finances. And I am proud to say that I have been completely successful through my program of shutting down needlessly wasteful civic programs, thereby reserving your valuable taxpayer meat for the things that actually matter. Things like mom, baseball, and apple pie. Fine. Ultimate power. Family, prosperity, and freedom. Perfectly meaningless. Love it. Okay, then just a call to action to top it all off. Then we're done. A vote for me is a vote for you. Oh, that's great. Just perfect. Good, is that all? Yeah, we'll add all the legal this message, blah, blah, blah. Campaign for Shadow Presidents, stuff in post. Great, I'm out of here. Ugh. Time travel makes my guts itch. You know, me too, dude, me too. This guy's a yokel, even by the standards of his time. Time to grease the wheels. Mayor Burby, I presume? Yes, who are you? I'm here to speak to you about the Crystal Dream Valley Dam project. I want to make the dam bigger, and much more powerful. Here are some revised plans. A dam this large would flood the valley and displace hundreds of people. And besides, the dam as planned will provide a perfectly adequate amount of power. Why would we need to make it bigger? How about a handshake agreement? What? I don't even know who you are. You want me to agree to this on the basis of a handshake? Specifically, I'm offering you the chance to shake hands with this the handle of this large briefcase filled with meat. Oh, well, no. Yes. I think the new plan is perfectly quite viable. Good. This desk was carved from a single block of tedium, the raw elemental form of boring work. Sheep! There's a sheep in your office. What the hell? It turns out that a lot of the president's time is spent on ceremonial bullcrap that nobody cares about. Case in point, pardoning the Thanksgiving turkey. None of your aides know what a turkey looks like, apparently. Bah. Pardon the damn thing anyway. Oh. That's Crimbo. I thought I was Crimbo. I'm wrong. There's a bunch of squiggles. Your desk, covered in policy documents, both benevolent and malign. There's a note about going back in time and making the Crystal Dream Dam bigger. Gotta get on that eventually. Your ridiculous court wizard isn't taking this situation seriously. Make it clear to her what is required. Give me a progress report on the SIT thing. Have you taken care of the problem yet? Oh, it's so dreary and unfestive here. All that math. There. All that math and science. It isn't holly or jolly. Screw your damn theme. Your entire job is dealing with magical issues. I won't have that do-gooding interloper messing around in the library. There's too much at stake. Get it dealt with or I'm giving Crimbo's federal holiday status to a friggin' groundhog. You wouldn't. Go, get out of my office. 6 lockers. Some dumb jock kid you have to give a presidential fitness award to. Get it over with. Hey kid, how's it going? Hi? Brilliant. Alright, by the power invested in me as the Shadow President, here's an award for being able to climb a rope faster than most other kids, which is definitely important, and this is a great use of my time. Thanks. Do I give a speech? Whatever, I'm out of here. Treat. Gator! This miserable beast. Deal with him. President Strong, make rich. Yes, I know, and yes, you don't have to remind me of the terms of our 2-word agreement. You're keeping your people mean and hungry? Yes, warriors mean, warriors hungry. Good fighters. That's right, you're my ace in the hole. This stinking mud hole. If I need to use force, so you'd better stay on top of things if you want your make rich. Keep everyone worshipping at the Gator Shrine too, but for God's sake, don't mess with the stuff in the basement. If you screw anything up down there, I will turn you into wallets. Get me? I get. Good. Hello? What happened to your hair? Duty calls again. This useless oaf. Get it over with. More damn paperwork. How come nobody told me being president is all paperwork and talking to idiots? Sorry, ma'am, but the Sorry, man, but the unwashed masses gotta be kept in line while we amass power. He has Crimbo magic hat. Yeah, fine. I hereby sign this order declaring July 12th National Bread and Circuses Day. All citizens get a complimentary dinner roll and a free turn on the nearest suitable trapeze. Ma'am, I ain't sure of that. Who cares? Let Coolidge deal with it. What's he even for anyway? This is all beneath me. Storm out. She's going a little crazy. He has a magical beard. Hellstrom, what does he want? Alright, Hellstrom, let's hear your report. Everything's fine and dandy, ma'am. I don't rightly understand what this shadow energy stuff is exactly, or why you want so gall darn much of it. But the converters are spraying it out slicker and grease mice out of a Gatling gun, with plenty of slag left over to press into those weird monsters you like. Finally, some good news. So you'll meet the project deadline? Yep. Though we'll need to expand the oil drilling operation some more. Need you to sign this permit so as we can expand into lots 210 to 240. Sure, whatever. Wait, 210 to 240? That a problem. My family's farm is 223. Ah, well, ma'am, if you're wanting your weird black juice, we gotta get the regular black juice out of the ground first. Alright, fine. Sorry, Grandpa. Sign it. Ah, time to wake up. Enough of this. Step through. That was a weird dream.
It occurs to me I never uncursed that key.
We got a sickle from a signal. Wait, you got a signal from a sickle. You know, the farming tool thing? It's over in Gray County somewhere. Mostly nothing but farms there, but there's a store that's been open since forever. The owner's name is Jasper. He knows Murray. He'll probably help you out. Here's a map. You got an item. Gray County placemat map. Better than her giving me a fucking sponge, I guess. Location unlocked. Jasper's feeding tack. This is a diner placemat. It literally has a map of the county right in the middle of it. Oh, I'm just impressed that you found a way to give me an actual map while also giving me a thing that isn't a map. Head out. It's the uncursing machine. Sit in it. Uncurse. Oh, I can remove my thingy. Hey, Jessica, this thing get rid of geeses? The plural of goose is just geese. Why do you have geese? No, geese like a curse, kind of. Oh, well, sure, probably. Do it. Ah! Inside the contraption, you feel a whoosh, a pop, and a little pain. Not like having your ears pierced. And indeed, there's a spurt of pus that follows the procedure. Although not from where you think, the geese is gone. Swamp geese. Good, fuck you. Right. Uncurse, cursed key. The key jumps to the roof of the dome and sticks there, shaking and keening. That's the sound keys make. Fuck Christ. Against the metal. The lights in the store whine, flicker, and then cut out completely. Dang it. Wait it out. Only when the power is out does the key calm down. Give up the most odious part of itself to the machine and drop back down on your lap. Light returns to the store. Fixed it! We had a spare light bulb under the cat. You got an item. Uncursed key. Putting that terrible key on a chain has rendered it decorative. The key's curse lingers in the machine. It is itself an arcane lock, to be solved only by projection of consciousness. Do it! Oh, what the hell are we doing now? I have assembled everyone just as you asked, Detective. The victim's wife and the two men who were present in the passenger car at the time. I confess the truth of this murder continues to elude me, but no doubt you are soon to enlighten us with your great powers of deduction and observation. May I inspect the body again?
No, that wouldn't be fair to the other passengers who haven't had a look yet. I see. But I will tell you again what I know. At 11:13 a.m., the professor dropped dead in his chair after sitting down with his wife for a cup of tea. At that time, Mrs. Ryuo Kenshi and Mr. Andretti were the only passengers present in this car. Mr. Perry returned later. The rest I leave to you to deduce, Detective. I need a moment. Andretti, interrogate. I told you I've never heard of this man. I know of Burgerworth College, of course. It's an excellent institution, but I didn't know he was a professor there. Now come on, let's not delay our journey further. I'm traveling with 19 suitcases of exotic rubber to make new and exciting wheels at a factory. Detective mode. Okay, so throat's trying to give out because of all the voices I've been doing. So we're gonna try to finish the key curse, and then we're gonna end it for the day. Just a quick heads up. But exotic rubber, eh? No doubt from the jungles of Almodovar, whose local brand of nicotine I smell in his collar. Of course, the rubber plants of Almodovar don't just yield material for bouncy tires, but an odorless poison, lethal when drunk in hot tea. But why would this man abet the murder of a stranger? I suspect the answer lies in the resume on the table, and the name printed on it. Martin Perry. Leave. Hi, victim wife. The widow dabs her eyes with a handkerchief embroidered with the words, mourning rags and wipes. God damn it. A moment's privacy, please, detective. I had nothing to do with my husband's death, and no reason to want him gone. He was a kind man, not a rich one. Everything he made, he spent on the roulette tables. He owned over 700 of them. That's the largest collection in the world. We were traveling to, Yorba Linda, so the mayor could give my husband the key to the city, but that won't happen now. Detective mode. You deduce that you should make some observations. Sometimes the simplest answer is the correct one. She says she had no reason to wish her husband dead, but the chemical stain in her cuticles and the fingerprints on the window above, which she opened to dispose of the murder weapon, tell the tale more truly. But the nose reveals even more. Observe the zigzag pattern of the medial cleft below the nostrils. That's called Petrie's philtrum, and it's a rare genetic condition, she says, with Martin Perry, her son. Martin Perry! The young man is absent-mindedly but methodically disassembling and reassembling a fountain pen. It's as I say, yes, the man was a professor of mine at Burgerworth College, and yes, he gave me a C and a D. But that's no reason to kill a man, wouldn't you agree? Besides, at the time of his death, I was in the lavatory trying to figure out what all the bits and pieces do. The perfect alibi, wouldn't you agree? Deductive observations wing about your mind. He's right. A mere C and D are no reason to kill one's professor. But is that the whole story? Observe how the boy tinkers with the fountain pen in the train lavatory. He fancies himself a mechanic. Sorry. But he wouldn't get a foot in the door of that profession if his C and D stood for car and dunce. Nobody would be able to hire him unless the professor who awarded those ignominious grades died. In that event, every grade he ever gave would be voided, and this young man could take a plum job in car manufacture and start earning the big bucks. Leave. Rain. Yes, detective. Tell me again what you know of this case. 11:13, dropped dead in his chair after sitting down for his wife a cup of tea. Time's past years. Wait. Huh? Victim was poisoned. Exotic poison.
God damn it.
Wait.
He's poisoned by the wife. Using said poison for the grades.
Okay. Oh. Yume with exotic poison from the rubber tree to avoid Martin Perry's grades so he could make tires for Mr. Andretti. Young Martin Perry dreams of working on cars and his fresh ideas incite Mr. Andretti, who runs a tire factory, but Master Perry's professor has effectively blacklisted him as a car dunce, unemployable. What to do? Kill the professor, of course, and avoid that odious grade. Here the plot becomes more wretched. Master Perry's mother, Yume, marries the professor and arranges for him to be present on the very same train as Master Perry and Mr. Andretti, who supplies an undetectable poison administered by Miss Kenshi. And voila, no more professor, no more car dunce. And there is one thing our three conspirators did not count upon. Me. I'm not ashamed. Any parent would do the same. As would any manager seeking new talent with interesting ideas about tires. If you call someone a car dunce, you're branding them for life, and you're responsible for anything that happens next. How awful, the three of them, in it together. Tell you what, detective, at the next stop, they can all get out and take the bus. Sick business. Oh, a ring. Quite so, but a wonderful feeling, I think, to be possessed of great gifts. Great powers of deduction and observation, and to use them. Here's another, a gift that is, called a reward. Mysterious owl ring. Take the ring. Nice ring, isn't it? Look what rewards accrue to the powerful. Look how the world reveals itself at your touch. I don't even know. I must take my leave. See you, nerds! Wait. How did I not finish it? Look at the resume of Martin Perry. Look at the ideas. Bouncier, globular, backwards. The life of one man worth more than bringing new and innovative worlds to the world. Yes, I did it. I did it so I could hire Mr. Perry, and I would do it again tomorrow. Don't lie, detective. You would too. Poison my husband. Oh, but spare me the reproach. Wouldn't you do just as I did if some scoundrel of the Ivory Tower branded your son a car dunce? No. You really are as good as the papers say, detective. To sniff out that my C and D grade stood for car dunce. Yes, I put the whole plot in motion. Of course I did. Excuse me. Getting called a car dunce ruined any shot I had at a career in wheels, but a man's entitled to make a living, wouldn't you agree? This was the only way. You're a fool, a fool. I gave you great powers of deduction and observation. I gave you the power to bend back the skin of the world and sniff up its insides. How dare you waste it? You really want to live without this power? You really want to live in the dark? Yes. You're a fool.
And I wouldn't sell you that ring on the finger of a fool. Give it back now, you don't deserve it. I uncurse you. Oh, neat. Upgrade! Who's someone famous who gave up great power? He's not famous, but my dad never eats more than he needs at a buffet. I don't remember where I read this, but there's a rumor that Anne Boleyn had access to a tank, but chose not to do it. No need, she said. And you know who else had a tank? Walt Whitman. Interesting. There's still a curse in the machine. I ain't figured out how to do that one yet. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope y'all had a good time. Hope y'all had as much fun as I did. If you enjoyed it, maybe drop a follow, hit the bell so you can follow up when yes, we will be rating someone. But yeah, hit the follow, hit the bell, blah blah. You get announced when we hit streams. Maybe go follow some social medias. Blah blah. Yeah, it is, guys. We're gonna go look for someone to raid. Let us find. Does anybody have suggestions for a raid? Oh, is he live? Well, he is. It's not showing me. It is not showing me. But he is! Alright, boys, we are rating Amp Hero. So, y'all have a good night.